Welcome, everybody, to the final edition of Los Angeles Dodgers at Pittsburgh Pirates. I am Dr. DeLay, and we've got a great one for you tonight as the Pirates, yes, the Pittsburgh Pirates, go for the sweep against the Los Angeles Dodgers. Of course, the Dodgers actually, believe it or not, since the All-Star break, about 500, so I don't know what's going on out there, but they have definitely struggled. Meanwhile, Pittsburgh looking pretty good since the All-Star break. A little bit, I think they're a few games above 500 and have enjoyed a very nice stretch, winning 11 of the last 15 games. Looking to continue that today. Of course, again, like I said, they're going for the sweep against the Dodgers. And, you know, the season series, if they win today, they'll have beaten the Dodgers 4 times to the Dodgers 2 times. Of course, a loss, hey, we'll take a split with the Dodgers. Hello, what happened to the NFL opener? Things just happen. I put it up to the subscribers, and they made their voices heard. So I will not disagree with the subs. I gotta do what's best for business, and what's best for business is some more baseball. Pirates baseball tonight. Of course, again, I will not be here tomorrow, as I'll be calling games for the local game for the local high school here. But of course, I'll be returning Saturday with the doubleheader. We got some college football and of course some more Pirates baseball, Brewers, Pirates, and then of course NFL Sunday. We got a back-to-back there: Steelers, Jets, Lions, Packers. You guys aren't here for that though. You guys are here for again the Pirates and the Dodgers. Where again the Pirates winning the first game. What was it? Oh, I forgot. It was a high-scoring game, but it was exciting. 9-7. That's right, 9-7. It was definitely a great game. A lot of controversy in that one. Again, the umpire foul tip. Was it a strike? I mean, well, it should have been an out for sure. But hey, it is what it is. Led to a Dodgers run, but the Pirates were able to get out of it. And then, of course, yesterday the Pirates holding on and shutting out the Dodgers 3-0 after the Dodgers had bases loaded twice and multiple men in scoring position throughout the night. They just could not push across any of the runs during the game tonight. Well, hey, good luck. Again, I know a lot of people are going to do it, so that's kind of why I put it up to a poll. I'm like, you know what? If you guys tell me otherwise, I won't do it. I'll watch it as a fan. Starting lineups for the, let's start with the Pirates, as again, the Dodgers are the away team. Triolo, he's going to be at short. Gonzalez at second. Reynolds in right. Pham in left. McCutchen DHing as usual. York, he's at first. Canario is in center. Davis is catching. Of course, he always catches for Paul Skeens. And Cam Devaney, he's going to be at third. I guess I always have to say the ninth batter full name. I said it, Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. Cam Devaney, here we go. Starting pitcher, some guy, I'm not too sure who it is. Paul Skeens, I'm not too sure. You may have heard of him. 9-9 on the season with the 2.05 ERA. Again, that is just honestly the fact that his ERA is so low, and yet his win-loss is a 500 record. I mean, that should tell you everything about the Pirates this year. But again, they're trending in the right direction as of late. Can they continue tonight? I guess we'll find out. With the whip of a .95. Again, just very dominant. Last 7 starts has actually been a little bit worse for him. And again, that's, well, as far as the win-loss, not necessarily 4-1. 2.48 ERA with the whip of a 1.08. So, yeah, he's been pretty solid last 3 starts. Let's see here. That is 19 innings pitched, 3 earned. It's just been very good. So, yeah, he's been pretty solid. Had that rough start in Milwaukee. So we won't be seeing him against Milwaukee this week. Not because of that, but just because, he's pitching here on Thursday. Starting lineups for the Dodgers, the visiting Dodgers. Shohei Ohtani is DHing. Betts is at short. Freeman is at first. Hernandez is in right. It's Teoscar Hernandez, not Kike Hernandez, by the way. Conforto's in left. Pages is in center. Kim is at second. Rojas is at third. Rushing is catching tonight. I'm assuming, I don't know if Will Smith is still hurt. I know he got injured last night. I don't know really what had happened. But, yeah, he did exit the game pretty early. Starting pitcher for the Dodgers, the Bone Mike. Hey, how's it going? The sweep is on. I hope so. I don't know. Maybe the Dodgers will probably win 10-0 today or something like that. But hey, you know what? It's been fun. It's been a fun last 2 days. And of course, thank you for stopping by. Blake Snell 3-3 on the year. Of course, he's only started 7 games. Honestly, getting a lot of decisions for those 7 games. 6 out of the 7 for a decision. I mean, anyway, whatever. 2.41 ERA with a WHIP of a 1.37. So the WHIP a little bit higher for that ERA. So maybe, again, can the Pirates kind of take advantage? Can they actually push runs across? We'll find out again tonight, as yesterday was a pitcher's duel. Of course, again, I felt like the Dodgers they had plenty of opportunities. Again, bases loaded twice. Men in scoring position multiple times, and could not find a way to push across any runs. So we're about a few minutes away. Paul Skeens is on the mound. He's about to start up his warm-up pitches again. Definitely, I am so confused on what's happening right now in the chat. I'm back, or you're not back. I don't know. Anyway, again, I appreciate all you guys for tuning on in. If you like what you see, folks, again, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe button. If you don't like what you actually see, maybe you like what you hear. And maybe that's how I can convince you to subscribe to the channel as we're closing in on 725 subs. Again, thank you very much. It's free, by the way. You don't have to pay a dime to subscribe. Again, I do a lot of Pirates, obviously, but of course the postseason is just right around the corner, so definitely subscribe. I'm sure there's some Dodgers fans here, and I'll be covering the postseason, so I'm sure I will see the Dodgers there, not my Pirates. So definitely do it. Skeens again, still warming up, but we can go over Shohei Ohtani, who's batting .280 on the year, OPS of .998, 46 home runs, and 87 RBIs. For the series, he's done very well, 5 for 10, had a home run in Tuesday's game. It was a solo shot, just a line drive, just, again, a lot of power. My pick, personally, to win the NL MVP, and I'm not just saying that because we're playing the Dodgers tonight, I just genuinely believe that. Skeens getting roughed up for 10 runs. Well, I'm not saying Skeens would. I'm saying the Pirates would. Now, Skeens, I mean, I would love for us, obviously, to win, but a lot of optimism in Pittsburgh. So that means I don't know. We'll see. And how's it going, Nick? How are you doing, man? As Skeens kicks and deals. Swing and a miss. 97 right down the middle, strike 1. Are you going to be doing the first game? I'm only going to be doing the second game, Nick, as I won't be here tomorrow. I'll be calling a game in real life for the high school. 0-1, here is the pitch. Swing and a miss. 98 miles per hour on the fastball, on the upper half of the zone. I would, though. I wish I could, because I know Brewers fans are very passionate about their team right now. So I appreciate, again, Nick, for stopping by. But yes, Saturday, I got you guys covered. 0-2 count to Ohtani. Skeens kicks and deals. That's going to be fouled back, as it's once again 0-2. Again, Ohtani has had a really good series, 5 for 10 at the plate. OPS on the season of just shy of 1,000. 0-2 count. Skeens kicks and fires. And that's going to be a breaking ball below the zone for ball 1. 1-2 to Shohei Ohtani. As Skeens rocks and fires. Ohtani hits this one, and that's going to go into foul territory. So again, once again, 1-2. Started off with 2 high fastballs, and Ohtani couldn't make contact. Now he's fighting him off to stay alive, or at least that was a breaking ball. Last pitch, 1-2 counts. Skeens delivers. That is outside for ball 2. 90 on the splitter. 2-2 to Shohei Ohtani. Always a huge matchup when Skeens and Ohtani face off. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. 99 up in the zone. That was working the first 2 pitches. It works there. And that will bring up Mookie Betts. Betts is batting .250 OPS of .697, 14 homers, and 60 RBIs. For the series, he is 2 for 8 with a walk. as Skeens begins the windup and the pitch. That's a breaking ball right down the middle for a called strike. 0-1 to Mookie Betts. As Skeens delivers the 0-1. Ground ball to third. Oh, what a stop by Devaney. Throws to first. Gets him by a step for out number 2. What a play by Cam Devaney. We've seen some nice plays. You know, obviously, Brian Hayes was our longtime third baseman. And, he was just a great Gold Glover. But, hey, I'm not going to say he was a system third baseman, but we've had some nice play over there at third since he's been traded, as that'll bring up Freddie Freeman as Skeens delivers. Breaking ball below the zone for ball 1. Freeman's batting .297, OPS of .865 on the year, 18 homers and 76 RBIs. For the series, he's actually 1 for 8, but he does have a walk. Here's the 1-0. Freeman fouls this one back. 1-1 to Freddie Freeman again. 1 for 8, so you can say he's due for a multi-hit game, as this is, normally doesn't do that. Here is the 1-1. That's going to be chopped off his foot. So 1-2. Again, the Pirates, I'm sure you guys already know, the Pirates taking the first 2 games of the series. Is this a future rivalry if the Pirates can get their act together? Who knows? Here's the 1-2. Just inside, and I mean just inside, as that was a 50-50 call going towards the Dodgers. Let's go Bucks. There we go, Kylie. Thank you for stopping on by. 2-2 count. Here is the pitch. That is outside for ball 3. Again, I know I've mentioned this every day in the series, but every time in MLB The Show, I'm able to get the Pirates elite, and there's always a rivalry with the Dodgers in the playoffs every time. Would love to see it happen in real life. Here's the 3-2. Freeman pops it up. Gonzalez is under it, and now he makes the catch, as that was up there forever. 1, 2, 3 go the Dodgers. So we head to the bottom of the first. It's 0-0 here in Pittsburgh. Once again, folks, appreciate you guys again for stopping on by. Big series finale. Make sure, of course, to vote in the poll. Will the Pirates get the sweep in the season series today? 6 votes in. 100% of you guys, all 6 of you, say the yes, and you could raise the Jolly Roger. Nobody says easy there, Tiger. No, but I'm sure, again, we'll see some more votes as people trickle in and out. Once again, folks, if you haven't done so already, make sure, of course, to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more play-by-play with Dr. Lay. Again, this is what I've been doing since opening day. Mostly for the Pirates, I would say about 60 to 75% of my baseball games I've covered have been Pirates games. The other percentage, 25 to 40, have been just other teams, other games. But yeah, I do appreciate you guys again. This is my slate for the upcoming weekend. Again, I won't be here tomorrow, sadly. I'd love to take advantage of the Brewers and Pirates, as the Brewers fans have been very, very kind to me. I really do appreciate it. But no, unfortunately, can only do one of their games Saturday, Pirates and Brewers. So I appreciate you guys again for stopping on by. Again, make sure to leave a like and hit that subscribe button. What's gotten into the Pirates lately? They've been doing they've been really good, Chris. And again, thank you for stopping on by. I appreciate it. I don't know. It would have been nice to see this earlier in the season. And again, if you are just tuning in, I guess I can click on Blake Snell's stats real quickly. Again, 3-3 record with a 2.41 ERA, a whip of a 1.37. So again, that whip a little bit higher than you'd think for a ERA of in the 2s. It'd be nice to keep this going into this weekend, as again another tough opponent for the Pirates, as Snell kicks and deals. That is low, but it's called a strike. 0-1 to Triolo's batting .222, OPS of .671, 5 homers and 20 RBIs. Snell delivers, showing bunt. It's down. Rushing is there. Throws to first. Oh, and Freeman couldn't make the play. The throw was a little bit low. Tried to fillet it there and just couldn't snag it. Might be an error. It's going to be an error. Again, there's no Will Smith back there. I'm assuming he's still injured. They're just letting him rest. Hey, doctor, looking for the sweep? I know. We'll see. I hope so. I'm hoping so. I really hope so. Good evening, MLB fans. How's it going, Tampa Dogfather? How's it going? Snell from the stretch. That is in there for a called strike. 84 on the outside corner. Gonzalez is batting .279 on the year, OPS of 708, 5 homers and 23 RBIs. For the series, he is 2 for 7 with 2 walks. Snell kicks and deals. Swing and a miss, breaking ball below the zone as it's quickly 0-2. Hey, my friend, how are you doing? I'm doing good tonight. Let's play some baseball. Let's go, Kenneth. I love it. 0-2 count. Gonzalez on a 6-game hitting streak. Snell looks over at first. Rocks and fires. Called strike 3. 95 at the knees just froze him. He struck him out. All right, that will bring up Brian Reynolds. Reynolds batting .244 on the year, OPS of 719, 15 homers and 69 RBIs. He is 1 for 7 in the series with 2 walks. Here's the pitch. That is outside for ball 1. Of course, the one hit is actually a home run as well. Might be out of the next series, too, in Colorado or versus Colorado. Oof, that'd be tough. That would be tough indeed. Will Smith, a very solid player, one of the best. He is probably the best catcher in all of baseball. That's going to be low for ball 2. Again, he can hit for average, can hit for power, solid behind the plate. It would definitely be something if the Pirates sweep this team. It really would be. It would be. Pirates have done it before. When it was back in 2023 or something, way out in L.A. Here's the 2-0. Swing and a miss. Off-speed pitch out of the zone. Reynolds couldn't lay off. Pirates, actually, what are they, 14? What was that? What was that thing I saw yesterday? They're 13-10 against the Dodgers in the last few years. Here's the 2-1. Check this swing. Did he go? He did. Breaking ball below the zone. He just couldn't lay off. Skeens has an hour-long interview on Bleacher Report that I'll be watching later. Okay, that sounds neat. I'll probably be watching, though, the football game tonight, Eagles-Cowboys. Looking forward to that. Kind of. I don't know. 2-2, and Snell's going to step off. Gold bullpen, Pirates, good pitcher on the diamond. 98. Fastball, 100 fastball. Please win, sweep the Dodgers now would be nice. 2-2, Snell kicks and deals. That is low for ball 3. 3-2 to Reynolds. Runner on first, 1 out here in the bottom of the first. 0-0 is your score. Trillo reaching on an error. Snell delivers the 3-2. That is in the dirt, ball 4. So Reynolds draws the walk. Been a lot more patient lately, as he doesn't really walk that much, even when he's playing well. All right, 2 men on for the Pirates with 1 out. That will bring up Tommy Pham, batting .264, OPS of 728, 8 homers and 47 RBIs. For the series, he is 2 for 8. Of course, he has a couple of RBIs. We're going to climb back to 500 and end with a winning record under Kelly. That would be interesting. Would be interesting. Snell looks back at second, kicks and deals. Pham hits this one, and that's going to go foul. Would be nice. Kelly still not, he's good. I mean, trust me. If you can you can win with these guys. I mean, shoot. But I don't know. There's still some things with the lineups and stuff like that, pitching decisions. Here's the 0-1. That is going to be low for ball one, like just bullpen decisions and stuff like that. But for the most part, much better than Derek Shelton. Like that's, I think that's pretty obvious. 1-1 counts. Snell sets. Looks back at second. Kicks and deals. Pham hits this to right. Hernandez is there to make the catch, and Triolo is going to tag up. So he's at third. Runners on the corners with 2 outs. And that will bring up Andrew McCutchen. Can he be clutching in this situation? Batting .247, OPS of .730, 313 homers and 52 RBIs. For the series, he's 2 for 6 with 2 walks. Dr. BW fan here. Go Bucks. Sweep out LAD. Well, Birdwatcher actually doesn't want the Pirates to sweep the Dodgers because the Dodgers will go into Baltimore very, very hungry. So those were his words. So he's probably pulling for the Dodgers tonight. As Snell sets. Kicks and deals. That's going to be popped up, and that's going foul. Chris saying, go Eagles. Yeah, that'll be happening tonight. Looking forward to it to a degree. Go Bucks. Kylie, your thoughts on FanDuel being paid to bring back train service? Helping Eagles fans get out. Oh, well, that's neat. I didn't know that. That's actually really cool of a FanDuel. 0-1. Here's the pitch. McCutchen hits this to left, and that's going foul. Liberty, how's it going? I'm assuming you're saying go Dodgers. Appreciate you stopping by, man. I disagree on the team you're cheering for, Liberty, but hey, I appreciate you, as always, for stopping on by. That's a good person right there. I like Liberty a lot. Good guy. Really a solid human being. 0-2 count. Snell kicks and deals. That is upstairs for ball one. Birdwatcher's off today. I got you. Phillies took 2 or 3. Yeah, I just saw that. Yeah, that's tough. Again, I find myself a little bit soft now for the Brewers because of all the support from the Brewers fans. 1-2 count. Snell rocks and fires. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Pirates couldn't push across anyone there with the runners on the corners. So we head to the top of the second. Your score is 0-0 here in Pittsburgh. Got a cheer on my city. Yeah, there we go. Thank you, Liberty. I appreciate it. Appreciate it, guys. Again, appreciate all you guys just clicking on the live stream. Really helps out the little channel that we have here. But, hey, we're growing. Again, make sure, of course, if you can, to hit the like button. That like button is very, very clutch to small channels like mine. And, of course, if you consider yourself a baseball fan, football fan, whatever, definitely subscribe to the channel for more play-by-play with Dr. Lay. Again, it's mostly Pirates on the channel, but of course, we all know, even Pirates fans can admit that, hey, we're probably not going to the playoffs, and you can leave out the probably. So again, if you're a Dodgers fan here, definitely consider subscribing because I will be doing the postseason as well. Baseball, it's been a fun ride here, and we're going to continue it. You know, I started off at opening day with 30 subs doing this play-by-play, and we're at 700 plus. So again, thank you guys all for your support. And again, consider subscribing. All you're going to get is more play-by-play. And it's free. You don't have to pay a dime to do that. And we're going to keep on going. Of course, football's just right around the corner. I'm going to be doing a lot of football, doing some football this weekend. So definitely subscribe to the channel for more play-by-play with Dr. Delay. Teoscar Hernandez will be the next at-bat for the Dodgers as he's batting .246, OPS of .734, 21 homers, and 78 RBIs. For the series, he's 2 for 6 with 2 walks. Braves in Seattle earlier Sunday game. Okay, yeah, I won't be able to do any baseball on Sundays. That day will, from now on, unless it's a night game for postseason. For postseason, I will do the Sunday night games baseball-wise. But Sunday during the day, it's going to be football. Just football as Skeens kicks and deals. Chopper, and that's going foul. Delay Justin, how's it going? I believe you're the Cubs guy, right? You're a Cubs fan, if I remember correctly. I'm sorry, Justin, if I'm completely wrong. It's been a while. Let's see. I don't know. I got to try to get a Cubs game in here. Yeah, a lot of support from the NL Central fans. As here is the 0-1. That's going to be inside for ball one, except for the Cardinals. I've received nothing from the Cardinals. In fact, even when the Pirates play the Cardinals, no one watches those for some reason. Here's the 1-1. That's going to be hit to right, and that's going to go foul. Of course, it probably, the Cardinals also, their fans feel that their ownership group is also kind of like, just not spending enough. So maybe it's just the fact that there is a disconnect between the fans and ownership. Here's the 1-2. That's going to be hit to right. Reynolds jogging on over, and will make the catch for out number 1. One away for the Dodgers. That'll bring up Michael Conforto. Really enjoyed the show. Oh, thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah, that was fun. It went way better than I thought it would, to be honest with you. Conforto's batting .188, OPS of .623, 10 homers and 29 RBIs. Eduardo football today. I'll leave it up to you guys. I might call until the first half is over. Here's the pitch. That is outside, but it's called a strike. Breaking ball. Skeens getting the call. For the series, he's 0 for 4 with a walk. 0-1. Skeens delivers. That's going to be hit to left, and that's going foul. Harris been playing some good ball. Yes, we have. James. Just okay. There we go. I was hoping I would remember it, Justin. I would have felt really bad. You and Ryan did agree. Yeah, no, a lot of potential, honestly. We just got to get more known. It was a lot. It was really fun. Definitely a nice banter going back and forth, disagreeing with each other, of course. That always makes it really good. Here's the 0-2. That's going to be hit back, and that is once again fouled. That'll become a souvenir. Cubs signed Santana. Carlos Santana wasn't here long in Pittsburgh, but, solid bat. Really solid. 0-2. Here is the pitch. Breaking ball, that's in the dirt for ball 1. Eagles should be up 30-3. Yeah, I think minimum, at worst, Eagles win by 10. I think it'll be that type of game. Here is the 1-2. That's going to be poked, and you'll never guess, folks, that's a foul ball. A foul ball. Good afternoon to you as well, Jason. Thank you for stopping on by as I can't open this bottle of water. 1-2 to Conforto. Here's the pitch. That's going to be, wow, you'll never guess. It's another foul ball. I have a friend, and I've brought him up every now and then on the channel. He's a Dodgers fan, and apparently there's this guy in AAA that has 20-something home runs, OPS of 900, and Dodgers fans are blaming Conforto for keeping this guy down. Here's the 1-2. Called strike 3. He struck him out. I'll have to look at the message. But it was pretty shocking. They're saying that Conforto letting this guy keep this hot bat down. That'll bring up Andy Pages. He's batting .272, OPS of .778, 24 homers and 78 RBIs. For the series, he's 1 for 8. Foul ball derby, yeah. A lot of that yesterday, too, as here's the pitch. That is in there at the knees for a called strike. 0-1. Two outs, nobody on for the Dodgers. Here is the 0-1. And that is in there as well for a called strike. Pages doesn't seem to like the call, but Skeens is smiling. That was right on the outside corner. He's dealing. 0-2. Skeens kicks and deals. Just outside. I mean, that says, man, it's a good location. But Pages doing a great job, of course, laying off of it. So 1-2 to Andy Pages. Skeens rocks and fires. That is inside for ball 2. Conforto can come to Pittsburgh. That's fine. Anything to help. I don't know. Conforto doesn't, I don't know. He might actually be a downgrade, and that's shocking considering how bad the offense has been. Here is the 2-2. That's going to be hits, and that'll be fouled back. Can't wait for the Padres to bring up Leo DeVries. I know him only because of MLB The Show. So, I mean, when it comes to baseball, you know, I will claim that, hey, I'm not the most knowledgeable in that. Here's the 2-2. That's going to be fouled back again. Just back-to-back at-bats where these guys are just fouling off pitches. These tough pitches, too. Livestream, thank you. Waxy, appreciate you. Appreciate you. I really do. 2-2. Skeens delivers. That's going to be, ooh, wow, foul ball. Decided to change it up there, I guess. I don't know. 2-2 count to Pages. 2 outs, top of the second. Nobody on. Pirates and Dodgers 0-0. Of course, the big thing is the Pirates going for the sweep against the Dodgers. Here is the 2-2. That's going to be ripped to left, and that is a foul ball. That one was well inside and almost in the batter's box. In fact, it was. And yet he just kept protecting. That was very far in. Jeez, 2-2. Skeens. Wind up and the pitch. Swing and a miss. Slowed it down with the breaking ball. He struck him out. Nothing doing for the Dodgers as we head to the bottom of the second inning. Your score in Pittsburgh is 0-0. Once again, folks, appreciate you guys for tuning on in. Make sure, of course, to leave a like and hit that subscribe button for more play-by-play with Dr. Delay. This is what I do. Again, I'm a mostly Pirates streamer. I mean, in a perfect world, I would do every Pirates game, but that's just not going to happen. But, yeah, again, it's mostly Pirates. So if you're a Pirates fan here, definitely subscribe. Maybe it's the first time you're tuning in because of the big, story of the Pirates possibly sweeping the Dodgers. I don't know. But I've been here since opening day, so definitely consider subscribing to the channel. And, of course, if you are a Dodgers fan, don't feel like I'm leaving you guys out. Again, I try to, whenever the Pirates play a team, it's not like I'm not a huge homer. I want to see the Pirates win, of course. But try to keep it as 50-50 as possible. 51-49 realistic. When it's other games that don't feature the Pirates, it's 50-50. I really try to keep it down the middle. So definitely subscribe. Again, I'll be doing plenty of postseason baseball as well, and I'm very, very certain I will see the Dodgers there as well. So definitely subscribe, like, and subscribe. And of course, again, football, NFL will be starting it up this week. I do have a poll in the section. I already made the thumbnail, I already made the thing, but you guys will also be voting on the other NFL games I do. Of course, I'm doing every Steelers game. The other window will be decided by the subscribers of the channel, and it's going to be definitely Lions and Packers. So, yeah, I've already made it because I just don't see it happening. Just don't see any other game being, coming back from that. You're stressed out in my 4 fantasy football leagues this year. Oh, yeah, I got plenty of them as well. I gotta chill out on it sometimes, but I usually do very well, so I'll be fine. York making his 2025 debut just a few days ago. He's 1 for 2 in the series. As here is the pitch, and York hits this to center, but Pages is there to make the catch for round number 1. All right, 1 pitch, 1 out. That will bring up Alexander Canario. He's batting .211, OPS of .602, 5 homers and 17 RBIs. He was 0 for 1 on Tuesday. Here's the pitch, taking all the way. That is upstairs, ball 1. 1-0 count to Canario. Snell delivers. That is in there for a called strike at the knees. 84 on the radar gun. You see the minor league ump that threw the ball? Yes, I did. Here's the 1-1. Canario hits this to right center. That's going to drop in for a base hit. Canario with the 1-out single. Yeah, I don't know. The umpire Apparently there was stuff that was leading up to that, but still, like, what in the world? Like, umpires. Like, I know a lot of people say, oh, we need to bring in robo-umps. No, I mean, as horrible as that is, and again, that's just something that we can all, like, unite and agree on. Like, that's horrible. But that's kind of why I want to keep it in. Like, you got to keep the umps in the game. Not with just the bad calls, but just, just with all the stuff that they do. It's horrible, but it's kind of fun. Here's the pitch. That is low for ball one. This is Henry Davis. He's batting 171. OPS of 532, 6 homers and 20 RBIs. He's 1 for 4 in the series. Snell. From the stretch. Swing and a miss. Out in front of the off-speed pitch. 1-1. Not a fan of the weather, huh? Chilly? I like cold. Pennsylvania born, Texas living, but I love the cold. I'm a big fan. Big fan of the 30-degree weather, 40-degree weather, as that's going to be in the dirt. Though Rushing doing a great job of staying in front of that one. Mets, Phillies, Monday Night Baseball, because Pirates. Yeah, I saw the Pirates are off on Monday, so that one, I'm unsure what I'm going to be doing. As here is the 2-1. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. 2-2 count to Henry Davis. Runner on first, 1 out here in the bottom of the second as Snell sets. Rocks and fires. Breaking ball, that is below the zone for ball 3. As far as money, though, I think I was looking at Reds and Padres. It's going to be a coin flip. I might be leaving that one up to you guys. I might have multiple games in there. And, of course, there's Monday Night Football, which I'm not opposed to doing that on Monday because the Pirates are off. And the matchups, the Reds and Padres, to me, would be a decent crowd in here. Here's the 3-2. That is inside for ball 4. Almost hit him. So Davis walks. Again, another inning for the Pirates where they've had 2 base runners. Can they actually push across this time? Definitely makes for good theater. It does. It really does. Forgot to tell you, Dr. Lay, the 17th of August went to Cubs Pirates. Nice. Nice. The Pirates, didn't they take 2 or 3 or no? Am I tripping? Might be tripping. I don't remember. Or was it a 4 game? I honestly don't recall. Cam Devaney is, I believe he's, actually, what is he for the series? He's 1 for 7 in the series. As Snell sets. Looking back, kicks and deals. That is low for ball 1. Draven pulling for the Power Rangers. That is unbelievable. I was not, and this might be controversial. I might get some hate for it. I was not a Power Rangers child. Here's the 1-0. That's going to be hit foul, as that was pretty much straight back. 1-1 to Devaney. Runners on first and second, 1 out here in the bottom of the second inning. Snell looking back at second. And a pickoff attempt. And Canario is back safe and sound. Heyo, what's up, Rising Rhino? Folks, check out Rising Rhino for all your football needs. Did a little bit of a podcast type of thing in the morning. It was awesome. It was great. Definitely a show that could take off. As here's the 1-1. That is outside for ball 2. So once we're established, I mean that is a show right there. A lot of potential. Base runners so far, I'm liking. Yeah, we got to capitalize. Cubs won that one. Gotcha. 2-1 to Devaney. Here's the pitch. That's going to be popped up, and that's going foul. Smash that like button. Yes, everyone, hit that like button. Definitely subscribe to the channel. Not a Power Ranger child. Yeah, I know. I don't know. I don't want to really go on about it, to be honest with you. 2-2. Snell looks back at second. Kicks and deals. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. 2 away for the Pirates. That will bring up Jared Triolo. He reached on an error earlier. He's batting .221, OPS of .669, 5 homers and 20 RBIs. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. That's much better. I watched that as well. I watched a lot of Justice League, though. Justice League Unlimited and all that. Here is the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike one. You know, the Batman animated series, Superman animated series. It went well. Yeah, no, it was really good. Brandon, how's it going? I'm doing okay. How are you? Again, thank you guys for stopping on by. 0-1 count. Snell looks back and fires. Tapper to short. Oh, this is going to be tough. Betts throws to first. Not in time. It was slow little dribbler. Betts just couldn't get there in time as the second baseman was covering the bag. Not necessarily a shortstop, so it was more towards the, left center of the infield. So bases loaded for the Pirates, and that will bring up Nick Gonzalez. Batting .279 OPS of .706, 5 homers and 23 RBIs. 0 for 1 on the day. So once he was getting heckled, I'm going to fight that guy. Here's the pitch. That's going to be hit to right, and that's going to be a foul ball. Draven and I are like big Sawinski fans, and don't ask why. We just like him. Yeah, Transformers and G.I. Joe. I did not watch all that. 0-1. Here's the pitch. That's going to be jammed to right, and oh, what a catch by Freddie Freeman. Oh, my goodness. Jammed him, Freddie Freeman, using all 6 foot plus of his body to make that catch as we head to the top of the third. Nothing doing here in Pittsburgh. But again, appreciate you guys for stopping on by. As again, make sure, of course, to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Again, this is what I've been doing. So if you consider yourself a sports fan, definitely subscribe to the channel, especially if you're a Pittsburgh fan. I mean, shoot, I'm still covering the Pirates here in August. And again, you'll have other streamers for Pirates fans. They'll stream for the Skeens games. No, I stream them all. So again, I might just be a little bit better here on Dr. Delay if you're a Pittsburgh fan. Of course, again, if you're a Dodgers fan, I'll be doing plenty of playoff baseball. So definitely subscribe to the channel for more play-by-play. Of course, again, thank you to all the members and the donors. Really awesome to see the support that I've gotten. I really do appreciate you guys. That is really cool. But of course, again, the Delay Dynasty tier, which I forgot to put the commercial thing on there. Coffee Beans is the commercial sponsor. So again, we're going to go over and check out what is happening across Major League Baseball. So again, shout out Coffee Beans for sponsoring this segment. That'll be really short because there's only one other game that's happened, and that's the Phillies and the Brewers. The Phillies defeating the Brewers, shutting them out 2-0 in Milwaukee. Of course, the Pirates will be hosting the Brewers this weekend. I, unfortunately, will only be able to cover one of those games. Friday, I have other things that I have to do for work. Saturday, I got you. Sunday, football. So definitely, again, subscribe to the channel if you are a sports fan. If you're a sports fan, you need to definitely hit that subscribe button. It is free. He's still batting below 200. Yes, I understand. But he, I don't even know. Again, just thought of faith for some reason. As Hai Sung Kim is going to be at the plate. He's batting .302. OPS of 739, 2 homers, and 15 RBIs on the season, as that's going to be upstairs ball 1. He is 0 for 1 in the series. Also appeared as a pinch runner as well. Gonzalez not having a good year. He's okay. Here's the 1-0. That's going to be popped up, and that's going foul. I think Gonzalez is doing all right. I mean, I don't know. That's a tough one. I mean, I'm assuming he's more of a contact hitter because he's, batting in the 270s, which I know is not great, but in today's world, that is. Or at least good. Here's the 1-1. That's going to be hit to left, and that is a foul ball. Again, if you're just joining us, Dodgers Pirates 0-0 here in the top of the third. Pirates have had plenty of opportunities, kind of like what the Dodgers had yesterday. And so far, nothing doing for the Pirates on the scoreboard. 1-2. Skeens delivers. Check the swing. Did he go? He did. He struck him out. 4 strikeouts for Skeens. Then we'll bring up Miguel Rojas, batting .257, OPS of 706, 6 homers, and 21 RBIs. Appeared in Tuesday's game where he was 1 for 3 with a walk. Here is the pitch. Chopper to third. Devaney has it. Throws to first for out number 2. Again, just really nice by Devaney. That will bring up Dalton Rushing. Batting .190, OPS of 549, 3 homers and 21 RBIs. Rushing 1 for 2 with a walk in the series. Dodgers win 6-1. You saw this on a preview. This guy. That's going to be upstairs, ball 1. 1-0 count to Dalton Rushing. Skeens kicks and deals. Rushing hits this to right. Reynolds running back at the warning track and leaping. Oh, it's off the top of the wall. Reynolds gonna get there. He's throwing it in. And a nice throw keeps Rushing at second. At the very top of the wall, Canario with the nice leap couldn't get there. But then Reynolds, of course, was pretty much right there to throw it in. Good effort. Good effort. That will bring up Shohei Ohtani. He is 0 for 1. He's batting .280, OPS of 996, 46 homers, and 87 RBIs. So again, the Dodgers with a runner on second with 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball, that is in there for a called strike. Wish I could have listened yesterday. Oh, it's all good. Honestly, not much excitement yesterday. Not much. Dodgers again had opportunities, but nothing doing. Kind of a boring game, to be honest with you. 0-1. Skeens kicks and deals. That is outside for ball 1. Again, Ohtani struck out in the first inning. 1-1. Skeens looks back at second and fires. That is low for ball 2. 2-1 to Shohei Ohtani. Again, I mentioned the first 2 games of the series, the Dodgers had a lot of fans in Pittsburgh. Tonight, though, might be a little bit more Pirates fans. Here's the 2-1. That is inside for ball 3. Skeens really upset with himself. May have slipped, I don't know. 3-1. Skeens sets. Rocks and fires. That is outside ball 4. Skeens really frustrated with himself right now. As that will put runners at first and second with Mookie Betts coming to the plate, who is also 0 for 1. Betts is batting .250, OPS of 695, 14 homers, and 60 RBIs. Who's getting paid more to play this game, Ohtani or the entire Pirates roster? Well, shoot. I don't. It's probably Ohtani. Here's the pitch. That is outside for ball 1, which technically this year Ohtani's only getting $2 million. So I guess with that, it would be the Pirates. As Reynolds, I think, is the only one. Well, I guess Keller also kind of signed a big contract as well. Yeah. 1-0 count. Skeens sets. Looks back at second. Rocks and fires. Ground ball to short. Triolo tosses to second for out number 3. Dodgers can't push across those runs, so we head to the bottom of the third where the score is still 0-0 here in Pittsburgh. Again, appreciate you guys for stopping on by. Make sure, of course, to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Again, we're closing in on 725 subs, so again, feel free to sub it up. Again, all you're going to get is more play-by-play, and it's just more options for baseball, football on your feed, and I don't think any of us that are here tonight would turn that down. So again, I I try to give my best impersonation of like a radio-style broadcast. Of course, I'm not perfect and will definitely make plenty of mistakes. But again, I appreciate you guys for even clicking on the live stream. Really helps out the little channel. And again, don't forget to like and subscribe for more content. As for me, again, the next few days, again, I'll be off tomorrow, but I'll be coming back Saturday for some college football, which it's not the most exciting college football game, but I have to play the YouTube system for college football, so bear with me on that. And, of course, some more Pirates baseball on Saturday, followed up by a doubleheader of the NFL on Sunday. Steelers, Jets, and looking like Lions, Packers. Again, I already made the thumbnail and all that stuff, so most likely it'll be that one. Doing it for the Pirates will be Reynolds, Pham, and McCutchen, who are a combined 0 for 2 with a walk. I heard the players on the Dodgers do not like the games of chance, but I know Mookie bets. This guy. Hilarious, Trisk. Thank you, as always, for your nice commentary. Reynolds batting .244, OPS of .721, 15 homers and 69 RBIs. Again, he walked earlier in this one. This is definitely a stat. Apparently, first 25 career home games versus winning teams. Don Kelly ranks number 2 all time with a 20-5 record. Again, I know that's a reach as far as stats are concerned, but hey, that's something. That is something, I guess. So what's his record, I guess, with losing teams then? Because, anyway, here is the pitch. That is outside for ball 1. And the Pirates have had opportunities, but have yet to push anyone across, kind of like the Dodgers last night. 1-0 count to Reynolds. Here is the pitch. Reynolds hits this, and that's going to get down for a base hit. That was a bullet. That was a rocket. Not quite a cannonball, but hey, we'll take it. As that will bring up Tommy Pham. It's batting .263, OPS of .727, 8 homers and 47 RBIs. I'm sure Pirates fans are tired of me saying this, but some people may consider this guy the Antonio Brown of baseball. As Snell kicks and deals. Breaking ball, that is in there for a called strike. 0-1. Runner on first, nobody out for the Pirates. Snell from the stretch. Checked his swing. He went 0-2. Oh and 2 count to Tommy Pham. Snell sets. Looks over at first. Rocks and fires. Breaking ball in the dirt. The ball gets away. Throw to second. Reynolds is safe. Rushing, doing honestly a really solid job to keep the ball in front of him, but Reynolds was pretty much on it. Got to score one of these base runners, give Skeen some support. And yeah, that's really been the story all season, is not scoring runs. As here is the 1-2. Breaking ball in the dirt. Oh, and the ball gets past Rushing that time. That was not good by Rushing. As, again, Reynolds is at third. I love his headshot over there. Looks like he does look like a nice guy. Just a smiling Tommy Pham. To be honest, I didn't know about all the craziness with Pham until this year. Like, I did not know about his history and stuff like that, doing interesting things. As here is the 2-2. Chopper, and that's going foul. Let's close this series out with a win. Would be nice. Pirates, again, going for the sweep. I'm sure Dodgers fans tired of hearing that are tuned in. Again, thank you for bearing with me. And, of course, a win for the Pirates would give them the season series win as well. 2-2. Snell rocks and fires. Ground ball, and that's going to get through for a base hit. The infield was in, not enough time to react, and the Pirates take a 1-0 lead here in the bottom of the third. All thanks to Antonio Brown, a.k.a. Tommy Pham. And that will bring up Andrew McCutchen. McCutchen is 0 for 1. Batting .246, OPS of .732, 13 homers and 52 RBIs. Again, runner on first with nobody out. Sweep the Dodgers. Here is the pitch. Ground ball to third. Oh, what a stop. There's one. And get him. He got him for a double play. That was a nice dive by Rojas. Had he not done so, it probably would have just been the one at first. Oh, man. Just like that, a double play. That will bring up Nick York. 0 for 1 in this one, batting .333 with an OPS of .667. We'll round up. On third with no outs, absolutely. Yes, we got him. Here's the pitch. That is in there for a called strike. He shut up and we scored. And then a double play. So the law of averages happening right here. Here is the 0-1. Ground ball up the middle as Snell has it. Throws to first for out number 3. I don't know why I'm being weird right now with the calling, but it is what it is. We head to the top of the fourth. The Pirates finally on the board as they lead 1-0 as we head to the top of the fourth inning. I don't know what's going on. I will try to lock in again. But again, appreciate you guys for stopping on by. Make sure, of course, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more play-by-play with Dr. Delay. And again, I'll try to just, maybe you guys didn't know anything, but I just did. But again, appreciate you guys, of course. Again, shout out to all the members and the donors. Appreciate you guys so much. It's been really awesome to know that I have some support. That's really great. And, of course, again, Coffee Beans is our scoreboard sponsor, but there's really not much happening in today's baseball world as baseball games have yet to really begin other than the Phillies over the Brewers 2-0. Of course, we'll add the Cowboys and Eagles game to that one later. Well, I guess I can have that one up. But yeah, again, appreciate you guys for stopping on by. Again, make sure to definitely like it up and subscribe to the channel, as again, that stuff definitely helps out this little channel. That's not what I wanted. That's what I want. Yeah. Let's see. Literally watching this game so I don't have to watch the Yankees tonight. Oh, okay. It's keeping you sane. Well, hey, I'm glad. How do the Pirates score? Pham with the ground ball up the middle, knocking in Reynolds. Top of the fourth coming up, Freeman, Hernandez, and Conforto are going to be due up for the Dodgers. And they have one hit on the night. I believe they have a walk or two. Can't remember. I think it might be a walk. I don't recall. As Freeman, again, coming to the plate. Batting .296, OPS of .863, 18 homers, and 76 RBIs. 0 for 1 in this one. As Skeens rocks and fires. That is outside for ball 184 on the off-speed pitch. 1-0 to Freddie Freeman. Skeens delivers. Swing and a miss. 98 on the fastball in the inside corner. 1-1. And I do have a poll. Feel free to vote. Feel free to vote on it. 1-1 count. As Skeens delivers. Ground ball to first. Oh, a little bit of trouble with it. York tosses to Skeens for out number 1. York recovers. That'll bring up Teoscar Hernandez. He's also 0 for 1 on the night. Batting .245, OPS of .733, 21 homers, and 78 RBIs. Again, 69% of you guys have the Pirates winning tonight. 31% saying easy there, Tiger. That's not going to happen. Again, appreciate you guys for tuning on in and liking it up, and of course subscribing to the channel for more play-by-play. Again, we have definitely grown over the past almost 6 months now. Here is the pitch. That is in there for a called strike. Paul is our best pitcher. Oh, yes, by far. By far. 0-1 count to Hernandez. 1 out here in the top of the 4th. Here's the 0-1, and that is in there for a called strike. 98 on the outside corner. That was a good job. Thank you. Though I stumbled at the end of the bottom of the 3rd there. That was rough, but hey, we've recovered, kind of. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Ground ball, and that's going foul. Depends on the pitchers after Skeens. Yeah, that's what I said earlier. You know, the Dodgers may very well win 10-0 today or something like that. Prior to the game, and someone, I believe it was Bohm, if you're still here, said, well, there's no way Skeens going to allow 10 runs. I wasn't talking about Skeens. Really, it's the bullpen. Here is the 0-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. That is Skeens' 5th strikeout of the game. And that'll bring up Michael Conforto. Batting 188, OPS of 621, 10 homers, and 29 RBIs. Also 0 for 1 on the night. I wasn't here for that. Oh, thank you. It was terrible. Here is the pitch. That is outside for ball 1. Who's pitching for LA? We got Blake Snell on the mound for the Dodgers. A pretty solid pitching matchup, to be honest with you. Of course, the Dodgers have like a plethora of great starters. Here's the 1-0, and that is just outside for ball 2. Breaking ball just couldn't quite catch the zone. 2-0 to Michael Conforto. As Skeens begins the windup and the pitch. Ground ball, that's heading foul. Let's see if I can find what my Dodger friend sent me. Because, again, I mentioned earlier that the Dodgers keeping Conforto on is, blocking this one guy, Ryan Ward, and I'll explain his stats in a moment. Very solid stuff in AAA. Here's the 2-1. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. So Ryan Ward it has an OPS of 943 in AAA, 31 homers, 114 RBIs. This is the Dodgers AAA affiliate, Ryan Ward, and he's being kept down for some reason. Here is the 2-2. That's going to be popped up foul. So he was very upset. He's like, why in the world do we have Conforto on the roster when we have this guy in AAA just slugging away? 31 homers. I mean, shoot, I know it's the minor leagues, but still, I mean, again, they have a shortened season, so that's not shortened, but, 20 or so less games. I mean, that's pretty good. Here is the 2-2. That is in the dirt, ball 3. Of course, again, just batting high average OPS. I don't know. That's something you guys have to talk about with, the Dodgers fans here. 3-2 count. Skeens, kicks, and deals. Chopper, and once again going foul. Three and 2 count for Michael Conforto. Skeens delivers the 3-2. Popped up. Davis looks back and sees that going foul. A lot of, as Denny has coined the phrase, the foul ball derby. A lot of foul balls in this series. It's been something. Full count. Here is the pitch. And he struck him out. Didn't know if it was a foul tip or not. Davis just couldn't make the catch as we head to the bottom of the 4th inning. The Pirates lead 1-0 over the Dodgers. Man. Once again, folks, appreciate you guys again for just clicking on the live stream. Really does help out this little channel a lot and more than you guys will ever know. Of course, again, make sure to leave a like. Hit that like button. It looks like that. Hit that button if you haven't done so already. And, of course, subscribe to the channel for all your sports needs, baseball, football. Again, I do mostly Pirates on the channel, but I do bounce around from time to time, though I guess it has been a little bit since I've done it. Well, no, actually, yeah, a few days ago, Monday, Blue Jays and Reds, Brewers, and okay, so never mind, it wasn't that long ago, Brewers and Blue Jays. But yeah, I do bounce around from time to time. Did Padres, Dodgers, 3 Dodgers fans there. So, yeah, again, it's mostly Pirates games that I'll do. And you can see a lot of black and yellow, but again, not every single game is a black and yellow game. But, of course, again, football is coming up as well. So if you're a football fan, Sundays are exclusively for the NFL. Saturdays, I'll still be trying to get as many baseball games as I can before the baseball season ends. And, of course, I'll be doing a lot of playoff baseball. So definitely subscribe to the channel if you want to hear some playoff baseball. A lot of it happening on this channel, as everyone will be focused on the NFL and all that stuff. I will still keep it pretty balanced. Again, baseball, I'm going to try to prioritize that in October. But, of course, you know, still will be doing football as well on Sundays. But the Sunday night games, again, you know, if there's baseball, I'll try to be doing that as well. Due up for the Pirates is Canario, Davis, and Devaney. Canario is 1 for 1, as we're just now returning to Pittsburgh. Batting .215, OPS of .609, 5 homers and 17 RBIs. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. And if you're just tuning in, the Pirates leading 1-0 here in the bottom of the 4th. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Breaking ball. He was way out in front. We need run support. I agree. We do. 0-2 count to Alexander Canario. As Snell delivers. Swing and a miss. Breaking ball in the dirt. He struck him out, tagged him out, did whatever he needed to do. As that will bring up Henry Davis, who walked earlier in this one. Batting .171, OPS of .535, 6 homers and 20 RBIs on the season. Snell begins the windup, and here is the pitch. That's going to be chopped off his foot, as that is a foul ball. Paul, your best pitcher. He's everybody's best pitcher, LOL. He needs to be a Dodger. Does he really, Jason? I don't know. I think I have to respectfully disagree. But I know there's a lot of fans that say, oh, he's a future Dodger, future Yankee. And, well, to be honest, you're probably right. But, hey, I'm going to enjoy him while I can. Here is the 0-1. Ground ball. That is just foul. Ripped that one down the left field line. Just couldn't keep it straight. To be honest, though, what a stop by Rojas. 0-2 count to Davis. Here is the pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. That is Snell's 5th strikeout. That will bring up Cam Devaney. Devaney batting .091 or .091. I guess that sounds better. .091. OPS of .258 on the season. Here is the pitch. Devaney hits this to the right, and that is a foul ball. .0-1 to Devaney, who's 0 for 1 in this one. Snell delivers. That is way upstairs for ball 1. 1-1 to Devaney. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th. Nobody on. Pirates leading 1-0. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Forgot to hit the like button earlier. Oh, it's all good. Thank you. Thank you for that. Again, it helps out the little channels a lot. Again, a lot of likes. It, despite the low subscriber count, it will push it up, the algorithm, if there's a lot of people doing this one. Here's the 1-2. That's going to be hit to right, and that is a foul ball. And, of course, views and all that stuff. So yeah, no, it definitely helps out little channels like mine. Again, we're growing, so again, don't feel like you shouldn't subscribe. You definitely should. Here's the 1-2. That's gonna be hit to right. Little blooper, and that's gonna drop in for a base hit, as that's his second hit in his MLB career. Devaney with a big smile. Can definitely subscribe to the channel for all your sports play-by-play needs, specifically baseball and football, to be honest with you. Trill is coming to the plate, batting .224, OPS of .674, 5 homers and 20 RBIs. It's 1 for 2 on the night. Snell delivers. That is in there for a called strike. Subscribe for sure and turn on notifications. Hey, that'd be nice. I won't be as pushy about the notifications, but if you do, that'd be great, That would be awesome. 0-1 count. Snell rocks and fires. Breaking ball in the dirt for ball 1. Again, it's not like I expect you guys, hey, you better be here every stream. Like, what the heck? No. It's like just, again, I just provide the play-by-play, the closest imitation to a radio broadcast I possibly can give. That's what I try. Here is the 1-1. That is inside ball 2. Of course, I will interact with the chat. So again, if you want to chat or comment down below, talk about whatever you like. I try to read as many comments as possible. I really do. 2-1. Snell sets and fires. That is a called strike at the knees. 86 on the radar gun. Quality experience. Yeah, low budget quality experience. Maybe not low budget. I have kind of invested a little bit, but not since I've started the channel. I don't really want to invest unless, once I see some, I guess, YouTube. I don't know, some stuff here. Little throw over, but that was really just a toss. Paul does not like Dave Roberts. You sound a lot like my friend. My Dodgers friend in real life. Here is, Devaney's caught in a rundown, and he is tagged out. A base running mistake by Devaney. So, nothing doing there for the Pirates. So we head to the top of the 5th. The Pirates lead 1-0. This game's kind of flying by. It's only been just over an hour and already in the 5th inning. So that's definitely interesting. Once again, folks, appreciate you guys again for just clicking on the live stream. Really helps out the channel a lot. It really does. Of course, again, make sure to like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. It is free. You're not going to have to pay a dime, so it really shouldn't hurt you to press that subscribe button. All you're going to get is more play-by-play with this guy right here, Dr. Delay. And, of course, I'll be doing plenty of postseason baseball. So, again, that's my pitch to you Dodgers fans, that I will be here. I will be here in October. And, of course, football, and we'll be back next year, of course, after football. Of course, again, thank you to all the members and the donors. Appreciate you guys. Again, it's been awesome. Of course, Coffee Beans is our scoreboard sponsor. So, again, shout out Coffee Beans for your support. Thank you very much. And, okay, we have some other games happening. The Phillies did defeat the Brewers earlier 2-0. The Indians and the Rays, they are tied at 0 in the bottom of the 1st. The Angels currently lead 3-0 over the Royals, and the Yankees and Astros tied at 0 apiece. Braves finally got a home run from the shortstop position. Was that a thing? I didn't know that. Are you going to stream the Cowboys and Eagles? No, but I will. What I'll do is, depending on what happens, on how much time happens, I will stream a half if you guys want me to. I'll leave a poll up as we get to the end of this one. I will have you guys vote on that, and I'll call at least the first half of it, or until halftime. Then I will call it a night. Do it for the Dodgers. Pages, Kim, and Rojas. Pages is 0 for 1 in this one. Batting .272, OPS of 776, 24 homers and 78 RBIs. Here is the pitch. Ground ball to third. Devaney has it. Flicks it to first for out number 1. Again, he just, like Aaron Rodgers over there. I'm not even kidding. Just a flick. Definitely ready for Sundays. That'll bring up Hai-Sung Kim. Raven, I'm about to address that in a moment. What the heck? Batting 300, OPS of 733, 2 homers, and 15 RBIs. He's 0 for 1. I am not a Cowboys fan. I want to make that perfectly clear. I do not like the Cowboys at all. Yeah, that is ridiculous. Here is the pitch. Showing bunt, but that is outside for ball 1. Going to do every Cowboys game. Really? Okay, that's hilarious. No. That team back there. That's my team. Ready for Sunday. 1-0 count. Skeens, kicks, and deals. Breaking ball, that is in there for a called strike. 1-1 count to Kim. 1-0 ball game. Pittsburgh leading 1-0. Skeens rocks and fires. Kim hits this to left, and that is going foul. Skeens is at 69 pitches, so, you know, if he works the current pace, he can definitely go out there for the 7th inning. Steelers fan, yes. Oh yeah, that's what we like that here. Steelers. Again, you know, it's everybody's welcome here, of course. But definitely more so of a Pittsburgh channel. But again, I will be showing other games. Here's the 1-2. That is low for ball 2. You know, again, just the other day I was doing Blue Jays and Reds, Blue Jays and Brewers, Dodgers, Padres a few weeks ago. That was very exciting. Definitely always intense. Here is the 2-2. Kim pokes this to right. Reynolds is jogging on over and will make the catch. That is out number 2. That will bring up Miguel Rojas, who was 0 for 1. Did not mean to click down that far. Batting 256, OPS of 704, 6 homers and 21 RBIs. Paul, not a fan of Conforto. Paul, you sound a lot like my friend Todd. I need to get him in here, as that's going to be in there for a called strike. He'll be like right there with you, Paul. Panthers fan growing up in North Carolina. Okay. Panthers. Yeah, I don't know. They're still... We'll see what the Panthers do. Here is the 0-1. Chopper, and that's going foul. Of course, Young did finish the year much better than he started, but again, it still really wasn't all that great. The Panthers, they still need... they're probably a few years away from being playoff contenders, but we'll see. I mean, again, the NFL, there's always surprise teams every year. 0-2 count to Rojas. 2 outs. Top of the 5th. The Pirates lead 1-0 over the Dodgers. Skeens begins the windup. Here is the pitch. Inside for ball 1. Almost hit him. And 1-2 is the count. Skeens rocks and fires. Ground ball, and that's going to squeeze through for a base hit. A 2-out single for the Dodgers, and that will bring up Dalton rushing. He's 1 for 1, batting 197, OPS of 570, 3 homers and 21 RBIs on the season. Skeens checks on the runner, sets, and delivers. That'll be hit to left, and that is a foul ball. 0-1 to rushing. Again, runner on first with 2 outs. Dodgers yesterday, again, they left, I believe, 10 men on base. Had bases loaded multiple times, just couldn't push any across. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss as the bat goes flying. Might need some more pine tar, I guess. I don't know, or that spray that has pine tar. I don't know. Oh, and 2 count as again rushing had to step out for the bat. And he's asking for time actually now, so. Briefly, though, stepping back in. 0-2 count. Again, one man on, 2 outs. Skeens sets. Rocks and fires. That is in the dirt, as it's now 1-2. John K says strike. This one was a ball. 1-2 count. Skeen sets and delivers. Chopper, and that's going foul. The rushing just staying alive. Even though he just gave up a hit, I really dig this Skeens guy. Thank you, Steve, for stopping by as always. Appreciate you, Steve. Yeah, pretty solid. I dig him too. Just enjoying him while I can. 1-2 count. Skeens. Rocks and fires. That is outside for ball 2. Just outside. 2-2. You say Pine Tar, I instantly picture a John Kruk batting helmet. 2-2. Here's the pitch. Rip to right, and that is a foul ball. Oh, man, he got a hold of that one. Heck, the Pirates have over 40 wins at home. Something to build on here. Pirates really solid at home, and I guess I apologize. I was looking at the season series. Wasn't necessarily looking at the home and away splits the Pirates have had. Really solid home team. 2-2. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. That is 7 strikeouts for Paul Skeens, as he is at 82 pitches. So I don't know about the 7th anymore, but we head to the bottom of the 5th. The Pirates lead 1-0 over the Dodgers. Dalton is rushing to get out, and he definitely was. John Kruk Pine Tar helmet was crazy. Trisk, you saying crazy to me is crazy. That is like lingo from, I guess, my generation and below. Okay, well, thank you, Trisk. That definitely, that's crazy. Once again, folks, appreciate you guys again for stopping on by. Again, just clicking on the live stream really helps out this little channel a lot. It really does. Make sure, again, to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for all your baseball and football needs. Again, you can probably tell I'm a Pirates fan. So, again, if you're a Pittsburgh fan, I mean, shoot, I've honestly, there are no other live streamers for Pirates games that consistently do it. Me, again, I do about 75% of the games. 60 to 75% of my baseball games are Pirates games. So, again, you won't find anyone else doing more. Ideally, in a perfect world, I can do more, but, we'll see. It really just depends. I have found other success with other games. I know it's horrible to say. And, again, for Dodgers fans here, I will be doing the postseason as well. So definitely subscribe to the channel. And, of course, football is happening Sunday. A doubleheader, Steelers-Jets. So if you're a Steelers fan, again, another reason to subscribe. And, of course, Lions-Packers right after that. That one was voted on by you guys, the subscribers, and they have a huge lead in the poll. So I've already went ahead and made it. Lions-Packers right after Steelers and Jets. So, again, definitely subscribe. You're getting a lot of sports, practically 6 of the 7 days a week. Again, Fridays I have to I call games for the local high school, so I cannot do things on Fridays unless, of course, it is really early. But even then, I might be working at the other job, so we'll see. As Triolo coming to the plate, batting .224, OPS of .674, 5 homers and 20 RBIs. Triolo again is 1 for 2. Didn't get to finish the at bat earlier. Was Cam Devaney was caught stealing, as that's going to be outside. Checked his swing. Did not go 1-0. Need more runs for the bullpen. I agree, Trisk. 1-0. Snell fires right down the middle for a called strike. Paul reigns supreme. It warms my heart to see the Pirates beating the Dodgers. Yeah, now again, for some reason the Pirates have had success against the Dodgers, as that's a swing and a miss. Strike 2. 1-2 count. Helmet was sick. Yes, that's more of your right? I'm sure the Gen Xers said sick. Or maybe that was still millennials. I don't know. Here is the 1-2. That is in the dirt. Well, I didn't really mean to say still. Crazy is more of a Gen Z thing. Of course, I am a millennial, but like the last year of millennial in 96. I'm in that awkward. I'm a zillennial. I'm in that awkward. I can relate to the past, also to the future. That's going to be chopped foul. 2-2. Once again, 2-2 count to Triola. Nobody out, nobody on. Pirates again leading 1-0, looking for the sweep. You're a good guy. Okay, thank you, SGA. Thank you for stopping on by. Here's the pitch. That is outside for ball 3, 85 on the radar gun. Three and 2 count. As we're showing the pierogies in the stands. Here's the pitch. Chopper. And that's going to get through for a base hit. A hard hit. Chopper in between second and third. Or short, pardon me. So Triolo with his second hit of the day. That will bring up Nick Gonzalez. Gonzalez is 0 for 2 on the night. As we're having some technical difficulties. There we go. Batting .278, OPS of .703, 5 homers and 23 RBIs. Runner on first, nobody out. As Snell looks over at first. And delivers. That's going to be hit up the middle, and that's going to get through for a base hit. A diving attempt by Kim, but not able to get there. So runners on first and second with still nobody out. The Pirates looking to add some more runs because, again, Skeens probably not going to last much longer. Ian Snell's this guy. No, it's Blake Snell. Ian Snell. Pirates legend. Let's go Dodgers since Jeffrey, thank you for stopping on by. Romanowski, like the linebacker there. Like the Broncos linebacker. Here's the pitch. That's going to be hit, and that's going to get through third and short rounding third. Heading for home is Triolo. Throw to third. Gonzalez is safe. Now, Rojas, though, was pretty adamant that he got him out at third, but as of now, it doesn't really matter what the call will be. It is 2-0 Pirates. Reynolds is at second, taking advantage of the throw to third. Dr. Lehi, hey, appreciate it, Gina. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Tampa Dogfather saying, let's go Dodgers. Lots of Dodgers and... Well, yeah, Dodgers fans. A lot more Dodgers fans than I really thought here. But I appreciate you guys again for letting me call this game for you guys. NFL time very soon. 20 more minutes until the NFL season kicks off. As again, Tommy Pham coming to the plate, batting .265, OPS of .729, 8 homers and 48 RBIs. He's 1 for 2, and of course has an RBI. He knocked in Reynolds earlier. And I don't know if there was a check or not, but it looks like he's going to be safe. So, again, runners on second and third. Nobody out for the Pirates here in the bottom of the fifth. The Pirates, of course, leading 2-0 and looking for some more. Reynolds can hit. Reynolds is awesome. He really found his form again, and I love it. I think all of us do. Snell sets, rocks, and fires. That is inside, but it's called a strike. Not necessarily a pro-Pirates call, more of a Dodgers call there. 0-1. Snell from the stretch. That is low for ball one. Snell looking for, he's like, where did that miss? But no, that was clearly below the zone. He just got a call earlier. Now he wants a call below the knees. What in the world? It should be 2-0. Snell sets, kicks, and deals. That is low for ball 2. Snell, again, not happy with the calls, so I don't know what in the world's going on. Again, it should be 3-0, but it's 2-1. Black and gold. Thank you very much, Steve. Appreciate it. 2-1. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball, that is low, but he gets the call there. Again, that should be ball 4. maybe I can quickly show you guys again all these below the zone, outside, inside, all of them below the zone. But it's 2-2, so he's definitely gotten some calls here as Snell sets, kicks, and deals. Bam hits this to right, and that is going foul. That one giving a good ride. Yep, Coop gets a pick today. Yeah, that would be nice for the Iowa alumni. Russell saying, come on, fam. It would be nice to see him come through again. Again, he's really had a great second half of the season. That's going to be upstairs, ball 3. So that's ball 5. It's ball 5 here, but it's 3-2 officially. Runners on second and third. Nobody out. Snell rocks and fires. Swing and a miss. He struck him out again. That's the actually like the first strike of that at bat, but it's a strikeout, so that's his 6th strikeout. That is unfortunate, as that will bring up Andrew McCutchen, batting .246, OPS of .730, 13 homers and 52 RBIs on the season. He is 0 for 2 today. And it looks like they're going to walk McCutchen. Again, McCutchen usually really solid against lefties. Actually struggles against Blake Snell. Never got a hit off Snell in his career. 0 for 14. They walked him intentionally. Here is the pitch. York hits this to left, and that's going to get down the left field line. 1 run's going to score. 2 runs are going to score. And the Pirates have doubled their lead. They now lead 4-0. Intentionally walking McCutchen, who again was a career 0 for 14 against Snell. And York says, you know what? I took that personally. It's now 4-0 Pirates. All 5. Yeah. Alexander Canario batting .214, OPS of .607, 5 homers and 17 RBIs on the season. Again, runners on second and third with just 1 out. He is 1 for 2 on the night. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball, that is in there for a called strike. Great show. Appreciate it, Jeffrey. I try. Of course, some of the stats I provide you are going to be because of the broadcast. Here's the 0-1. Canario hits this back as it's 0-2. Of course, you know, the stats on the screen I can provide you there, but I try. I appreciate it, Jeffrey. I really do. 0-2 count. Snell kicks and deals. Breaking ball in the dirt. Oh, the ball gets away. Oh, no, McCutchen. Oh, that one definitely could have scored him, but McCutchen just held up. Oh, man, that one got away. It was towards the Dodgers. I don't even know why I clicked off. I don't know why. McCutchen could have easily scored. Oh, man. Oh, well, hopefully he's able to get brought in. That's very questionable. Here's the 1-2. Grounder to first, and McCutchen's now going to score. So he scores anyway. Canario is out, but hey, he'll take it, sending it to the right side of the infield. That was the way. So 5-0, Pirates lead. That'll bring up Henry Davis, who was 0 for 1 with a walk. Spanning .170, OPS of .533, 6 homers and 20 RBIs. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. 0-1 count. Runner on third, 2 outs. Snell just now getting the baseball back. I guess he wanted a new one. Well, sweep, it'd be nice. I'm a very cautious when it comes to that. Here's the 0-1. That is upstairs for ball 1. Doug, how's it going? Thank you for stopping on by. Hello there. 1-1 count. course, I do appreciate your optimism, Russell. I really do. I wish I could be like, yeah, I wish I could think that way as a Pirate fan. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss. Strike two. Fastball upstairs out of the zone. Good hitting by Canario. Again, Pittsburgh. Big Canario fan. Yeah, did a good job there pushing it to the right side of the infield. Here is the 1-2. Checked his swing. That is upstairs for ball two. Snell with a rough fifth inning. Here is the 2-2. Breaking ball in the dirt. That'll make it 3-2. You think Brian Thomas for Josh Jacobs? Whoever's getting Josh Jacobs is going to win that trade. Yes, if that's what if you're getting Josh Jacobs, that's a good deal. 3-2 count. Snell kicks and deals. Chopper to third. Rojas throws to first, gets him by a step as Davis was hustling. Pirates push across 4 runs in the bottom of the 5th to take a 5-0 lead as we head to the top of the 6th inning. Once again, I appreciate you guys for stopping on by. Again, just clicking on the live stream really helps this little channel. So again, thank you very much. Of course, again, make sure to leave a like, hit that like button, and subscribe to the channel for more play-by-play with Dr. Lay. That is I. Again, I do a lot of baseball and football, obviously. You know, I've been doing baseball since opening day, 120-something plus games on the year. And, yeah, no, again, it's been fun. So definitely subscribe. Of course, it's a lot of Pirates. I do a lot of Pirates. But, again, if you're a Dodgers fan thinking, like, well, I don't really want to sub to a Pirates guy, again, I'll be covering the postseason as well. So it's not like this is going to be the end of our road, or at least for me with the Dodgers. So you might as well subscribe. Again, I'll be here for the postseason. Of course, plenty of football on the channel. I'm a huge football guy. Huge football guy. So definitely subscribe to the channel. Of course, again, thank you to all the members and the donors. I really do appreciate you guys. Again, it's really awesome to know that, you know, people have, you know, donated. That's crazy to me, but I do appreciate it. Of course, Coffee Beans is our scoreboard sponsor. So again, thank you very much, Coffee Beans, for sponsoring this segment. The Rays, they currently lead the Indians 1-0 in the top of the 3rd. The Angels lead the Royals 3-0 in the bottom of the 2nd. The Yankees currently up 1-0 on the Astros in the bottom of the 2nd. And the Phillies shutting out the Brewers today 2-0. Due up for the Dodgers will be Ohtani, Betts, and Freeman. Ohtani coming to the plate. He's 0 for 1 with a walk. We should play these guys every day. Yeah. I mean, the Pirates have had success for some reason. Oh, that's the pitching stats. Ohtani batting .280, OPS of .997, 46 homers, and 87 RBIs. Of course, again, the Dodgers, they're much a favorite in the NL. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball. That is in there for a call strike. Ohtani wondering where that one was, but that was definitely in the strike zone. The NL, again, I think whoever wins the National League side of the postseason is going to win the World Series. I really believe that. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss. Strike two out in front of the 90-mile-per-hour changeup. 0-2 count. Skeens. Kicks and deals. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Down goes Ohtani. That will bring up Mookie Betts. He's batting .249, OPS of .695, 14 homers, and 60 RBIs. He's 0 for 2 on the night. Hopefully that, yeah. Here's the pitch. Taking all the way is Betts, as that is in there for a called strike. Tampa Dogfather pulling for the AL. Thinking the AL, okay. Who you got in the AL? Just out of curiosity. I mean, there's some solid teams over there, as here is the 0-1. Checked his swing. That is just upstairs. In fact, it was in the zone. 50-50 call there. 1-1. I mean, the Blue Jays, they're not too shabby. The Tigers, they've been playing well. Here is the 1-1. That's going to be hit to right, and that is a foul ball. World Cup qualifying. Is there really? That'd be nice to do a little bit next year. I love soccer. I just don't know how to call a soccer game. I don't know. I'd love to call some of the World Cup. Definitely could grow. I think I could grow the channel with that. Here is the 1-2. That's going to be popped up. Devaney is under it and will make the catch for round number 2. Of course, it'd only be for the month, so, it's not like I would make a career with that, but a month every 4 years. Interesting. Let's see where I am at, in my YouTube career with that. As Freddie Freeman coming to the plate, he's 0 for 2 on the night, batting .296 OPS of 861, 18 homers, and 76 RBIs. Here is the pitch. That is upstairs for ball 1. Imagine coming into the season odds-on favorite and fighting for a playoff spot at this point of the season. Dodgers are a one-shot winner. I don't think so. I think it's just a rough stretch. Here is the 1-0. Checked his swing. That is in the dirt. 2-0. Detroit or the Yankees. Fair enough. Yeah, the Yankees, I know they have a very high run differential. So that's fair. That's fair. Here is the 2-0. That is outside for ball 3. All of a sudden, Skeens can't find the zone. Skeens at 92 pitches. So, again, I just don't see him coming out for the 7th inning. Pardon me. Skeens rocks and fires. That is low, but it's called a strike. Skeens getting a call. Argentina, Colombia, and Uruguay just scored. Okay. Uruguay. Here is the 3-1. Freeman hits this to center. Canario on the run at the warning track. Makes the catch. Oh, did he cover a lot of ground out there? Canario showing the speed as he has a huge smile on his face. Yeah, I see why. As Paul Skeens gets a standing ovation. They love him in Pittsburgh. We do. Just enjoying him while we can. Probably a future Dodger. We head to the bottom of the 6th. The Pirates lead 5-0 over the Dodgers. Oh, man. Once again, folks, I appreciate you guys again for just letting me call this game for you. Again, make sure, of course, to leave a like and, of course, subscribe to the channel for play-by-play. For baseball and football. Again, it's a lot of Pittsburgh, but, of course, I do bounce around, and you can look at my live streams as proof. So definitely do it. Definitely subscribe to the channel if you're a fan of baseball, football, college basketball, and I'm not going to advertise World Cup, but hey, you know what? I wouldn't be opposed. I just need to know how to call a soccer game. The Slovaks defeated the Croats today. The Poles gave the Dutch. Poland tying the Netherlands. Okay. Okay, I was like, what in the world? I'm trying to... Okay, interesting. Yeah, Netherlands really solid at soccer. Poland not necessarily known for that. Pirates do up Devaney, Triolo, and Gonzalez. New pitcher for the Dodgers. If I can click on it. There we go. Edgardo Henriquez. I believe he appeared in the... he appeared Tuesday. Did not have a good performance at all. 0.1, or pitched a third of an inning. 3 earned, 2 walks, a hit. 0-1 on the season, 2.19 ERA. So really solid, but again, had a rough outing against the Pirates on Tuesday. If Paul goes anywhere, I see him as a Yankee. That's fair as well. He's from California, so that's why I kind of would lean the Dodgers, but it wouldn't surprise me. Again, it wouldn't surprise me at all. Or any really just team that pays money, like the Phillies. The Phillies would do it. The Mets. Cam Devaney batting 167, OPS of 398 on the season. He's 1 for 2 today. Here's the pitch. That's going to be hit to right. And that's going to be a foul ball again. I know there's people that are probably going to be leaving for the football game. Again, I appreciate you guys for stopping on by. Again, make sure, of course, to leave a like and, of course, subscribe to the channel for more play-by-play with Dr. Delay. Don't forget to do that, as that's going to be hit, and that's going to be a foul ball. And again, I'll be having a poll very soon. I'll have you guys, again, you know, I'll make sure, like, hey, if you're voting on this, make sure you're going to stay or not stay, you know, depending on the answer. But I will give you guys the option to have me stay on and call until halftime. Here's the 0-2. That is outside for one. Of course, hey, you never know. Maybe we're counting out the Dodgers and they push this the extras and this game goes to midnight or something. I don't know. 1-2 count to Cam Devaney. Enriquez delivers. That is in the dirt. Like, actually didn't even make the dirt. It hit the grass. 2-2. Honestly, see Philly making a move for Paul with Wheeler having 1 year left before he retires. Yeah, I could see that. But I don't know. I just don't see Paul moving next year. I think that's more in the arbitration years. So a few more years later. 2-2. Enriquez fires. Checked his swing. Did he go? He did. He struck him out. That will bring up Jared Triolo. He's 2 for 3 on the night, batting .227, OPS of .679, 5 homers and 20 RBIs. Non-pen doppelganger. Is that about Cam Devaney? Enriquez fires. That is outside for ball 1. Would love to see the Rays win it, but we're struggling to make the wild card. Yeah, I'll have to check on how the AL wild card is doing. I haven't really checked out the wild card standings in a while. 1-0 count to Triolo. Enriquez sets, rocks, and fires. Ground ball, shattered bat. Betts has it, throws to first, gets Triolo by a step, and Triolo, again, not exactly slow. Great play by Betts. Oh, man. That will bring up Nick Gonzalez. He is 1 for 3. Batting .280, OPS of .707, 5 homers and 23 RBIs. I'm going to go ahead and actually check that out now. Rays are 2.5. Hey, it's doable. They've won 6 in a row. They steal it away from the Mariners. A lot of people. Oh, wow. The Rangers, they're 7-3 in their last 10. The Royals, they've consistently been there. Swing and a miss. Strike 1 to Gonzalez. 2.5 games back out of the wild card because we swept way out. Wow, that's huge. 0-1 to Gonzalez. Enriquez fires. That is in there at 102 at the knees. I don't know how you hit that. Triolo is red hot of late. Not an easy out. No, he has been very solid. Turning the corner. Hopefully he continues that next year. Here's the 0-2. That is in the dirt, ball 1. Count is 1-2 to Nick Gonzalez. 2 outs, nobody on here in the bottom of the 6th. The Pirates, of course, leading 5-0 over the Dodgers. Here is the 1-2. Ground ball, and that's hit foul. Once again, 1-2 count to Gonzalez. Enriquez sets. Kicks and deals. That is in the dirt. Nice scoop by Rushing to make it 2-2. Pirates need to retire. Well, it seems like Gonzalez agrees, and he probably won't be wearing number 39 next year. Two and two count. Enriquez kicks and deals. Chopper to second. Kim has it. Throws to first. Speedy Gonzalez is out. All right, nothing doing there for the Pirates. So we head to the top of the 7th inning, where the Pirates, of course, lead 5-0 over the Dodgers. Of course, again, thank you guys so much for tuning on in. Again, I appreciate you guys just clicking on the live stream. It really helps out this little channel. Of course, make sure to leave a like and hit the subscribe button before you go. Again, a lot of baseball, a lot of football on the channel. Again, it's free. You don't have to pay a dime. I want to emphasize that because there are some people that actually don't know that. But most of you guys do. But again, yeah, definitely subscribe. More baseball, more football. It's a lot of Pittsburgh, but again, I do bounce around it, and we'll be covering the postseason. So don't feel like it's I won't cover another Dodgers game this year. No, I will. Oh, for sure. And of course, for the Pirates fans here that have yet to subscribe, well, where have you been? I've been here since the Marlins opening day fiasco. So definitely, again, subscribe. You'll get plenty of Pirates, plenty of Steelers as well. New pitcher for the Pirates is going to be Johan Ramirez. I guess they're going to give him a chance because the Pirates are up by 5. But he's 1-2 with a 6.04 ERA. Though in his last 7 appearances, I guess he's been a little bit better. 0-1 with a 3.86 ERA. Due up for the Dodgers is Hernandez, Conforto, and Pages. Phillies fan, that being said, outside looking at the Bucks are a player or two away from being. I agree with. We just need bats. We need more hitters. Still tripping that I was in the hospital that Gonzalez was born in the day he was born in. Oh, okay, that's cool. I don't know if this is true or not, but there's actually a solid chance I was born in the same. I'm not proud of this, but it's a fun fact. There's a strong chance I was born in the same hospital as Taylor Swift. So there you go. Being from Reading, Pennsylvania. So Teoscar Hernandez, again 0 for 2, batting .245, OPS of 731, 21 homers and 78 RBIs. Chafita, thank you for stopping by. What is going on with the Dodgers? They need a wake-up call or start firing players if they don't start winning games. Well, hey, Chafa, I think it's going to be okay. I think you just got to – it'll be okay. I think the Dodgers are going to be fine. It's just a rough stretch. Here is the pitch that is in there for a called strike. Of course, again, a lot of Dodgers fans do not like the manager, Dave Roberts. But to be honest, again, I don't know if it's really Roberts here, as here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss. Strike two, though he did, again, have a questionable call earlier, intentionally walking McCutchen, who was a career 0 for 14 against Snell, and then the next batter with a 2 RBI double. Sorry about that. Oh, I don't know what you're apologizing for, but you're okay. You don't have to apologize. 0-2 counts. All right, let's talk about Taylor. Okay, here's the 0-2. That's going to be it. I just got it. Okay. Oh, switch that berth. Oh, yeah, for sure. We need more bats. Yeah, this guy, I'm not the Joker. They looked at you and named her Taylor. Oh, yeah. Well, okay, we weren't born the same year. I'm just saying, like, the same same hospital. Years apart. That's a swing and a miss. Breaking ball in the dirt. He struck him out. She was born in 89. I was born in 96. So, again, we're definitely a few years apart. Conforto, again, 0 for 2 on the night, batting .187, OPS of 620, 10 homers, and 29 RBIs. Hey, Teoscar, this guy. Teoscar's. I like the name. It's pretty cool. That's going to be inside for ball 198 on the fastball. But yeah, Chafa, you're going to be fine. It's going to be okay. Dodgers, I could easily, again, I think any team in the NL could easily go to the World Series. I believe that, and I believe the winner will be winning the World Series for sure. 1-0, here's the pitch. That's going to be hit to the left, and that's going to get down for a base hit. Pham actually struggles with it. He's going to throw to second. I don't know if Conforto decides to. No, he's going to stay back at first. Andy Pages coming to the plate. He's 0 for 2 on the night. Batting .271, OPS of 775, 24 homers and 78 RBIs. Ramirez sets, rocks, and fires. Breaking ball, that is inside for ball 1. Once the 7th inning ends, I'll go ahead and put up the poll. Or no, I already ended the poll. I can go ahead and Put it up. I'll wait. 1-0 counts. Ramirez kicks and deals. That's going to be hit to right, and that is a foul ball. Taylor was born in 89. Yeah, well, hey, that's probably why she's getting married. Getting married because, you know what, it might be coming to an end. No, probably not. Taylor's, yeah. Not that I'm happy about it. I'm not a Swiftie. I definitely am tired of seeing them in the NFL coverage and all that stuff, as that's going to be inside for ball 2. Two and 1 count to Pajes. Runner on first, 1 out here in the top of the 7th. Ramirez looks over at first. Kicks and deals. Chopper, and that's going foul. Looks like the Dodgers are warming up Kirby Yates in the bullpen. Looks like he'll be out here for the bottom of the 7th. 2-2. Ramirez sets. Rocks and fires. That's going to be hit right to short, and Triolo is there to make the catch. For out number 2, Conforto didn't really have a chance to start moving, so he stays at first. And that will bring up Hai-Sung Kim. He is 0 for 2 on the night. Batting .298 OPS of 728, 2 homers and 15 RBIs. I think Taylor's using him to get in the NFL, make money. I don't know about that one. As here's the pitch. That's going to be a ground ball to first. Oh, tosses to Ramirez, covering the bag, gets him for out number 3. We head to the bottom of the 7th. The Pirates lead 5-0. Yeah, I don't know if, I don't know, because I feel like the NFL is actually the one benefiting from the Swifties actually coming to the NFL. The NFL fans aren't going to go to her. She's bringing Swifties to the NFL, specifically the Chiefs games, just so they can see her on the TV, which is, that's just insane to me. Smacking your head. It's just, yeah, anyway, yeah, it's something. Once again, folks, I appreciate you guys again for just clicking on the live stream. That really helps out this little channel a lot. Like, you have no idea. So definitely, again, appreciate you guys doing that. Make sure to hit the like button. That like button looks like what my thumb is doing on the right, upper right part of your screen. And, of course, subscribe to the channel. It is free. You won't have to pay a dime. I'm not sending you a bill. YouTube was like, hey, you should send them a bill if you want to make money. I'm like, no, I'm not going to do it. I'm going to have it free. Get them in the door. That's how you do it. So, again, appreciate you guys for just letting me call this game. Again, I know football is on now, so I appreciate that you guys have stuck around. But again, I will be putting up a poll if you want me to call at least the first half of the game. I'll be putting up that very soon. New pitcher for the Dodgers is Kirby Yates. He's 4-3 with a 4.84 ERA, whip of a 1.30. Last 7 games with a 9.53 ERA. So he's definitely struggled as of late. And he will face Brian Reynolds, who is 2 for 2 with a walk tonight. That was up first, people. Oh, really? People are getting ejected. Really? Need to get back to work. Take care. Hey, thank you, Doug, for, again, stopping by. I appreciate you for doing that. I really do. Definitely. I'll see you next time. I really do appreciate that. What the heck? All right, Reynolds. Batting .247, OPS of 726, 15 homers, and 70 RBIs on the season. Pirates are going to dominate Yates. I hope so, Jeffrey. I hope so. But, hey, he might just have a quick inning here as I'll start typing up this poll. For some reason, we're not playing baseball yet. Hold on. All right. Yates sets, kicks, and deals. Checked his swing. That is in there for a called strike. All right, guys. 0-1 counts. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. More typing. Again, I appreciate it. If you do vote yes, please ensure that you will stay for a good bit. If not, then that's okay. I can enjoy it as a fan. Here is the 0-2. That's going to be inside for ball 1. 1-2 count. Good evening. How are you? I'm doing okay. How are you doing, Brandon? Pirates looking pretty solid in this one. 1-2 count. Yates sets. Kicks and deals. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. That down goes Reynolds. That will bring up Tommy Pham, who's 1 for 3. Batting .265, OPS of .727, 8 homers and 48 RBIs. We play the A's next. We play the Brewers, actually. The Brewers this weekend. As Yates sets. Rocks and fires. Swing and a miss. Off-speed pitch below the zone. 0-1 count. Yates sets. Kicks and deals. That is outside for ball 1. Will not spoil when you start calling the game. Well, thank you for that. Yeah, no, I definitely, I know I'm probably going to be about 10, 15 seconds behind because I don't have satellite. I have the internet. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss. Strike 2, 93 down the middle. 1-2 count. Again, the Pirates looking for the sweep of the Dodgers. That is the talk of the town for baseball. Here is the 1-2. That's going to be poked to the right, and that is a foul ball. One and two count, 1 out here in the bottom of the 7th. Nobody on. Pirates again leading 5-0. Yates sets, kicks and deals. That's going to be poked back, and yet again, that's a foul ball. So 1-2. Again, the game kind of slowing down. You can kind of feel it. Not as much action. As Yates will once again set. Rocks and fires. That is low for ball 2. Just low. 86 below the zone. People are already getting ejected. I'm just thinking, who in the world got ejected? Can you, if you know the name, could you let me know? I'm just curious. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. That will bring up Andrew McCutchen, who's 0 for 2 with a walk. He was intentionally walked. Well, you said the main defensive player. So who would that be? That's interesting. He spit on Prescott. Well, that's a fine. What an idiot. Let's see. McCutchen again batting .246, OPS of .731, 13 homers and 52 RBIs. Here's the pitch. That is in there for a called strike. 0-1 to Andrew McCutchen. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th. Nobody on. Yates sets. Rocks and fires. Chopper, and that's going foul. 0-2. 2 outs. Pirates again leading 5-0 for the Dodgers. It's been a pleasant surprise. Dodgers fans not too thrilled with the performance of the team as of late. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. As Yates, did he strike out the side? I think he might have. Geez, we head to the top of the 8th inning. The Pirates lead 5-0 over the Dodgers. Once again, folks, appreciate you guys again for stopping on by. Make sure to definitely leave a like. And of course, subscribe to the channel if you're a fan of baseball, if you're a fan of football, whatever. I mean, this is kind of what I've been doing since opening day, so definitely subscribe to the channel for more of that. And of course, again, I'll be doing plenty of postseason baseball. If there's any Dodgers fans here, which I know there might be a few left, I know there was definitely a huge exodus of viewers once the Pirates took that 5-0 lead. But again, I do appreciate you guys for sticking with me. Of course, if you're a Pirates fan, definitely already subscribed to the channel already. Man, come on, been here with the Marlins and all that stuff. That was rough. Of course, again, definitely thank you to all the members and the donors. I really do appreciate you guys for that. Coffee Beans, of course, is our scoreboard sponsor. So again, thank you, Coffee Beans, as we shout you out as we go around Major League Baseball. Again, the Rays leading the Indians 1-0 in the bottom of the fourth. The Angels lead the Royals 3-2 in the bottom of the fourth. Yankees and Astros are tied at 1 apiece in the top of the fourth, and the Phillies shutting out the Brewers 2-0. And in the NFL, the Cowboys up 7-0, but the Eagles have the ball, and they are second and goal at the Dallas 3. So that may be tied up very soon. Due up for the Dodgers will be Rojas, Rushing, and Ohtani. Rojas is 1 for 2 on the day. He's batting .259, OPS of .709, 6 homers, and 21 RBIs. Horwitz is in, replacing York. Here's the pitch. That is right down the middle for a called strike. 0-1. Ramirez sets, kicks, and deals. Chopper, and that is just foul. And I mean, we are lucky for that. That chopped over Horowitz's head over there. Jeez. Oh, my goodness. 0-2 count to Rojas. Again, the game has kind of slowed down. I'm sure you guys can all feel it as well. Pirates, of course, leading 5-0. Ramirez sets, rocks, and fires. Breaking ball, that is high for ball 1. Dodgers, of course, will be traveling to Baltimore for a 3-game series with the Orioles. Orioles have also been playing a lot better as of late. Here's the 1-2. Checked his swing. Did he go? He did not, and thank goodness, because that was a pass ball. And I don't know if Davis would have been able to throw him out. Pirates will stay here in Pittsburgh for a 3-game series of the Brewers, which I'll be able to cover just the Saturday game. So, I'm very sorry about that, but tomorrow I cannot stream, as I'll be calling a football game about an hour and a half away. So that's going to be hit to the right, and that's a foul ball. Saturday, of course, I got you guys. 5:40 Central, 6:40 Eastern time for Pirates Brewers. I'll be doing a Conference USA football game earlier that day as well. So a doubleheader for Saturday. Here's the 2-2. That's going to be popped up. Devaney is under it and will make the catch for round number 1. And, of course, Sunday, Steelers, Jets, and then Packers, Lions. Unless, of course, there's dramatic changes to the poll on my channel, which I don't think that'll happen. So a doubleheader on Sunday. Rushing, batting .195, OPS of .565. 3 homers and 21 RBIs. Rushing is 1 for 2. Ramirez sets, kicks, and deals. That is in there for a called strike. 9 votes in. It's 5-4. Okay, well, hey, it's closer. 0-1 count. I don't know if it's close. I probably won't. And it's not going to bother me. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Probably need to save the voice for the actual broadcast anyway tomorrow. But that's okay. 0-2 count as Rushing asks for time. Ramirez sets. Rocks and fires. That's going to be hit to left, and that will get out of play and become a souvenir. Much bigger crowd tonight. Of course, it is Paul Skeens, pitching tonight, so that's not really a surprise, as Evan Sisk is warming up in the Pirates bullpen. Oh and 2. Ramirez sets, kicks, and deals. Called strike 3 right down the middle. He struck him out. And Kelly looks like he's going to be coming up and relieving Ramirez with Ohtani due up. Not exactly the worst decision in the world. I don't know. I would just leave him in anyway. It's 2 outs. 5-0. But it is what it is. Pitching change here in Pittsburgh. Pirates leading 5-0 as Ramirez gets a standing ovation. So that's always, I'm sure that's nice for him. Pirates fans get the Bruce out. Well, I hope so. It's looking like you might be indeed correct. 5-run lead with 4 outs to go. But these are the Pirates. Again, appreciate you guys for definitely tuning in. Make sure, again, to leave a like, hit the like button, and subscribe to the channel for more play-by-play with Dr. Lay. Again, a lot of Pirates, lots of course, I'll be doing every Steelers game. But again, I do bounce around Major League Baseball. Again, I'll be doing the postseason as well. So definitely subscribe for plenty of play-by-play. I'm not going anywhere. I am not going anywhere. Give this a shot. It would definitely be really cool if this is something that is sustainable in the future. Definitely would be really awesome. Evan Sisk is going to be the new pitcher for the Pirates. 1-1 with a 3.38 ERA, whip of a 1.5 for the Pirates this year. I guess that's for in general. For the Pirates specifically, is a 5.06 ERA. Yeah, I know he's definitely struggled as a Pirate. Got him for Bailey Falter, which hated the trade, to be honest with you. Still don't really like it. We really needed more bats. So like trading for a pitcher made no sense. That was just dumb. All right, Ohtani coming up, batting .279, OPS of .996, 46 homers and 87 RBIs. Ohtani 0 for 2 with a walk tonight. Ramirez high-fiving everybody as Sisk leans in, sets, kicks, and deals. That is in there for a called strike. 5 runs is not enough. That's fair. Eagles-Dallas game is like hockey. They keep fighting. Really? Oh, man, I really want to watch that now. 0-1 count. Sisk rocks and fires. That is in the dirt, ball 1. Jeez, that sounds fantastic. 1-1 to Ohtani. Sisk sets. Rocks and fires. That is just outside. I don't know how you call that one a strike or a ball, but that was the call. 2-1. 2-1 Sisk. Kicks and deals. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. 2-2 count with 2 outs. Ohtani asking for time. Once again, a 2-2 count. 2 outs. Nobody on for Shohei Ohtani. Here's the pitch. Ohtani pops it up. Gonzalez is under it and squeezes the glove, makes the catch for out number 3. Man, it is 5-0 here in Pittsburgh. Pirates just 3 outs away from a sweep. I am shocked, I'm not going to lie. But this is really neat. Once again, folks, thank you very much for just sticking by me. Again, make sure to hit the like button. That like button really helpful to small channels like mine. And, of course, subscribe to the channel if you're a sports fan. Sports bet, or whatever. Subscribe to the channel. All you're going to get is more play-by-play for baseball and, of course, football. NFL, college football, UFL as well. Be doing some of that next year. As I had some success with that this past spring. And those were my highest streamed games at the time. So definitely excited for the potential growth there. But yeah, again, just subscribe. Again, we're gonna be doing a lot of baseball, a lot of football for the next few months, and of course after baseball is concluded, then it's straight football from November to pretty much February, and then of course I'll mix in that one hockey game, and if I have success with that, then we'll do another. But I don't want to promise anything. And it will feature the Penguins, so that's something that is, already been decided. Just don't know who the opponent will be. But I'm leading the Maple Leafs. And then someone brought up the Capitals, and that actually does seem like a really good matchup with Ovechkin. Do it for the Pirates will be Horwitz. Horwitz pinch hitting, of course, for York. New pitcher for the Dodgers will be Jack Dreyer. 2-2, 2.86 ERA, whip of a 1.08 ERA. Love the score 5-0. Yeah, me too. Me too, Pittsburgh. Good stuff. Keep it going. This is from me, Doyers. Appreciate it, Eddie. Thank you very much. I try. We're growing again. I entered opening day with 30 subs, and here we are. Almost the season completes, just over 700. So definitely above what I thought where we'd be. So I really appreciate you guys for giving me a chance and letting me call this game for you guys. As Dreyer sets, kicks, and deals. That is in there for a cold strike. 91 at the knees. Again, Horwitz, no plate appearances on the day. He has, though, in the series, he's 0 for 3 with 2 walks. Dreyer kicks and deals. That is in the dirt. Ball 1. And of course, Eddie, hey, I'll be here for the postseason, so I'm sure the Dodgers, despite how many Dodgers fans feel about their team right now, they will definitely be in the playoffs. So I will see them for sure as Horwitz pops it up, shallow right. Kim is calling it and will make the catch for out number 1. Of course, no one really wants, again, the NL, I've talked about it plenty of times, probably tired of me bringing it up, but I really think the winner of the NL will make the World Series, and I think any one of those teams can really do it. So you really don't want to be the 3rd seed, unless you view that as, you're just warming up for the playoffs, but you'd rather have that bye, I'm assuming. Here's the pitch. That is low for ball 1. Canario's 1 for 3 on the night, batting .213, OPS of .603, 5 homers, and 18 RBIs. As Moretta is warming up in the bullpen. Here is the pitch. Ground ball to second. Oh, Kim with a great play. Throws to first for out number 2. That was just a nice play by Kim, handling the hot shot there. That'll bring up Henry Davis, who's 0 for 2 on the night with a walk. Batting .169, OPS of .530, 6 homers and 20 RBIs. Dreyer sets, kicks, and deals. That is upstairs for ball 1. 1-0 count, nobody on, 2 outs for the Pirates. Here's the 1-0. Swing and a miss, strike 1. 1-1. Dreyer sets, kicks, and deals. That is in there for a called strike. 1-2. One and two. Dreyer rocks and fires. And Davis hits this to right, and that's going to be a foul ball. Apparently, I don't know if this is true or not, but Greg Brown telling me personally, the Pirates play-by-play guy, saying that the Dodgers have not been shut out. Went back-to-back games, back-to-back series since 2018. I'll have to look at it. So that's going to be fouled back. I'll have to look at the Dodgers. I just called the Dodgers the Padres, or Padres the Dodgers. So that probably won't make the Dodgers fans feel any good. Promise it was an accident. Let's see here. Okay, no, it'll just be back-to-back games. That's interesting. And looks like a pitch clock violation. So that's going to make it 2-2. So a 2-2 count here for Davis. Again, Dreyer with the pitch clock violation. He sets, rocks, and fires. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Nothing doing for the Pirates yet again. So possibly for one final time, we head to the top of the ninth inning. The Pirates lead 5-0 over the Dodgers. Pirates have the most shutouts. Yeah, we do. And that's what's so sad. We're still 14 games below 500 even with that stat. That's how bad the Pirates are. But yeah, again, for one final time, I appreciate you guys for, again, just clicking on the live stream. Really helps out the channel a lot. Super thank you if you're able to leave a like and, of course, subscribe to the channel for more play-by-play with Dr. Lay. Again, a lot of baseball on the channel, lots of football on the channel. So, again, you're not going to be, it's not like you're going to subscribe and I'm going to run away and never come on the channel again. No, I'm going to be here. In fact, Saturday I'll be back as, again, tomorrow I have to call a game for the high school. That's about an hour and a half away. They're away, so I won't be here at all. But Saturday, back-to-back, or not back-to-back, but we got a doubleheader. And then Sunday, a doubleheader for football. And, of course, again, shout out to all the members and the donors. Again, thank you very much. It really does mean a lot that you guys have definitely supported the channel financially. That is really cool. But I don't know what I just did to my end here, but it's not good. But, of course, Coffee Beans is the scoreboard sponsor. So, again, thank you very much, Coffee Beans, for your support. And, of course, sponsoring this segment as the Rays lead the Indians 2-0 in the bottom of the fifth. The Angels lead the Royals 3-2 in the bottom of the fifth. The Yankees and the Astros are tied at 1 apiece in the top of the fifth. And the Phillies shutting out the Brewers 2-0. And as far as the NFL, it is 7-7 in Philly. The end of the first quarter. The Cowboys are at the 1 of Philadelphia, first and goal, looking to take the lead. Wow. Unbelievable. All right, Mookie Betts coming to the plate. He is 0 for 3 on the night. He's had a rough series. He's batting .249, OPS of .693, 14 homers and 60 RBIs. We do have a new pitcher for the Pirates. It's going to be Dari Moreta. He's 1-0 with a 2.16 ERA, a whip of a .96, as that is upstairs for ball one. Again, Betts at the plate. Looks like y'all are going to get the sweep. Yeah, it might be. Again, I don't want to say anything because I've seen the Pirates blow it. Here's the 1-0. That is upstairs, but it's called a strike. 1-1. Again, the Pirates, and I covered the Pirates-Rockies game. This was in Colorado about, 2 months ago now? Maybe a month ago. It might have been just a month ago, but as here is the 1-1. That is outside, but it's called a strike. The Pirates will get in the calls here. Nice change of pace. But again, the Pirates are up 9-0 in that one, and then ended up blowing it 17-16. One of the greatest games, if not the greatest game I've ever seen. Here's the 1-2. Check the swing. Did he go? He did not. First base umpire says, no, sir, he did not go. We'll check the side camera here, and I believe he did hold up. 2-2. Moretta sets, kicks, and deals. That is high and in. So it's 3-2. So 3-2 count to Betts. Nobody out, nobody on. Pirates, of course, leading 5-0. Looking for the sweep and the season series win. As here's the 3-2. Betts hits this to left. And there is no shutout in Pittsburgh. That one is out of here. Betts doing the Freddie Freeman dance as he rounds second. It's now a 5-1 game. And again, it still would be an impressive, it would be an impressive comeback. Of course, they make it happen. Unlikely, but again, I really won't count out the Dodgers. I refuse to do it. As Freddie Freeman coming to the plate, batting .295, OPS of .859, 18 homers, and 76 RBIs. 0 for 3 on the night. You'll be watching all my Dodgers games. Anyway, well, thank you, Jeffrey. Here's the pitch. That is in there for a called strike. And I'll try, of course, to get them in one more time prior to the postseason. At least one more. Again, there are times where I'll just, hey, you know what? Calling a Dodgers game today. 0-1. Moretta kicks and deals. That is upstairs for ball 1. As of late, again, I've called a little bit more Pirates than I normally would. I'm just enjoying them, because they ain't playing in October. Enjoying them while I can before, I'll see them next year in March. Here's the 1-1. Chopper, and that's going foul. But again, the other games, the non-Pirates games, are usually games of teams that are in the playoff picture, as I'm trying to familiarize myself with teams, and then, of course, and/or teams in the wild card hunt pushing for the playoffs. Here's the 1-2. Freeman hits this to left, and that is foul. Okay, we'll sweep him. And again, I don't really want to be saying that. Yeah, it's just, again, you're probably right, but yeah, I don't know. And runt row indeed. 1-2 count. Moretta sets. Looks back at second twice despite no one being there. Looks back a third time. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Maybe it confused Freddie so much. He's like, he knows there's no one there. And Moretta, if you're a Dodgers fan, you probably don't know that Moretta will look back at second every single pitch. He'll look back, then he'll turn. There's no one at second, no one at first, no one at third, and he will still look back. That's very interesting. Everyone has their own routine, but that is definitely odd. As Hernandez is 0 for 3 on the night, Moretta looks back at second, kicks and deals. That is in there for a called strike. Hernandez batting .244, OPS of .729, 21 homers, and 78 RBIs, 78 RBIs. Here's the 0-1. That is way upstairs for ball 1. One and 1 count. Moretta kicks and deals. That is outside for ball 2. 2-1 count again. Mookie Betts with the solo shot here to begin the top of the ninth, make it a 5-1 game. Dodgers, though, with 1 out. Moretta rocks and fires. Check the swing. Did he go? He did not. 3-1. Moretta will once again set. Kicks and deals. And that's going to be hit over the leaping Triolo for a base hit. And the Dodgers with a 1-out base runner here in the top of the ninth. That'll bring up a guy who's had a really good 2025, Michael Conforto. Batting 190, OPS of 623, 10 homers, and 29 RBIs. A lot of Dodgers fans do not like this guy. They have not a fan. Not a fan. As Moretta sets, kicks, and deals. That is inside for ball one. I'm all right. Pittsburgh beat the Dodgers 100%. You know your game. Gotcha. Yeah, you are indeed correct. 1-0 count to Conforto. Moretta kicks and deals. That is outside for ball two, and Davis is going to have a little chat. Yeah, Moretta looks a little bit wild here. Now Oscar Marine, the Pirates pitching coach, is coming out, and I can confirm that the Pirates have somebody in the bullpen, and he is Colin Holderman. Need a double play. Tampa is booing. He does not like this. Moretta needs a new arm. Yes. Yes. Well, I mean, Moretta's okay. It's just, again, another guy that's just very inconsistent. That's really the Pirates bullpen. Just, they can look so good. Unhittable. And then they'll turn into just, yeah, I mean, they can be so bad. 2-0 counts. Moretta kicks and deals. Swing and a miss. Chased one out of the zone. 2-1. Moretta sets on the 2-1. Looks back at second. Kicks and deals. Breaking ball, that is in there at the knees for a called strike from 2-0 to 2-2. Moretta fighting back. Two and two count, one out, runner on first. Pirates leading 5-1. Moretta sets, rocks and fires. Conforto hits this to left. It's in foul territory. Devaney can't get there in time as it's a foul ball. Devaney was booking for it. He was booking it. Same with Pham. He was also giving a good run, but just right in between both of them. Just inches away. Oh, that is tough. Once again, a 2-2 count to Conforto. Moretta leans in, sets, kicks and deals. Conforto pops it up, and that is going foul. We go from bullpen to, yes, yeah, real quick. Less ETA, more outs. Sorry. We'll be here for a while. 2-2 count. Moretta looks back at second. Looks back again. Kicks and deals. That is high for ball three, as this at-bat feels like it's gone on for about 2 hours now. Jeez. Yep, top of the Central Tigers. Oh, you're a Tigers fan. Okay. Well, hey, appreciate it. Appreciate it, Courtney. 3-2 count. Here is the pitch. That's going to be hit to right, and that is foul. Though that one was smoked off the netting. Moretta at 24 pitches this inning. Of course, only with a 1 out recorded. Yeah, the Tigers, again, a team that, could definitely represent the AL. Tigers, Blue Jays, Yankees, of course, have the best run differential. Really, those three, though. I don't know about anyone else. Here's the 3-2. Ground ball, and that's going to get through the diving Devaney for a base hit. Canario's there, and it's going to be first and third for the Doyers. As Devaney was the only one on the left side of the infield because everyone was really just shading to the right. Of course, he can't, Trillo was at second pretty much. That will bring up Andy Pages as the Cowboys actually lead 14-7 apparently. Paez batting .271, OPS of .773, 24 homers and 78 RBIs. Paez is 0 for 3 on the night. Moretta sets Triolo with a deep breath. It's like he's a little nervous. Here's the pitch. Ground ball to short. Triolo diving, throws to second. He is safe. Oh, it was a great effort by Triolo, but Conforto beating him to second, and it's now 5-2, and the tying run comes to the plate for the Dodgers. It was a great effort by Triolo keeping it in the infield, but unfortunately, Conforto gets there in time, and that would have been a huge out number 2, but nothing doing. It's still runners on first and second with 1 out. Again, the Dodgers 2 runs in the top of the ninth. Moretta, well, he's done. He's getting yanked, and the Pirates will bring out Colin Holderman. And Pirates fans everywhere, I understand they're probably a little nervous because Colin Holderman has struggled pretty much since the beginning of last year. He was really solid, and then pretty much once June hit of 2024, Holderman has been unable to hold anybody. As again, it's been really rough, and I'll try to get you the stats here if I can find them. There we go. This is the new pitcher for the Pirates. Again, we're in a pitching change. So if you're, again, just tuning in, the Dodgers, 2 runs here in the top of the ninth with runners on first and second, 1 out. They're only down 3. Holderman coming in for the Pirates. He's 0-1 on the year, 7.89 ERA, whip of a 1.94. It, again, has not been pretty for Holderman, but, I'm definitely pulling for him. He just looks like he's lost all confidence. Again, he was really solid. I can show you some statistics here if you'd like. Last year with a 3.16 ERA, that really doesn't tell the story. Again, he had an ERA in the ones pretty much for over half the season. Then last year, it just went south so quickly. And, of course, he was in like the 12s or 13s, I think, to start the season. So, again, he's been really solid just all of a sudden since last year. At the end of last year, he's been nothing. He's burnt toast. So I'm looking for him to re-find his confidence. I don't know if we're having a pinch hitter here or not, but as of now, it's supposed to be Hai-Sung Kim, who is, I believe he's 0 for 3. Yes, he's 0 for 3 in this one, batting .296, OPS of .723, 2 homers and 15 RBIs. Again, runners on first and second with 1 out. The tying run for the Dodgers is at the plate. Unbelievable. Are we going to get Holderman or Folderman? I don't know. Let's hold on to the lead. It would be nice. Less Etta, more outs. Sorry. We got to settle for Holderman. Again, runners on first and second. Holderman sets. Looks back at second. Kicks and deals. That is in there for a called strike. 96 on the inside corner. 0-1. Holderman. Looks back at second. Rocks and fires. Kim hits this to left, but Pham is there and makes the catch for a huge out number 2. 2 outs. Dodgers again down to the last out. Miguel Rojas coming to the plate. Home run would be so crazy. It really would be. You want to see it crash out right here on camera? That would be the case right here. If a home run were to be had right here. Rojas batting .258, OPS of .706. Here's the pitch. That's going to be hit, and that's going to get through the shortstop. Rounding third, heading for home is Conforto, and Conforto's going to make this a 5-3 game. The Dodgers have popped off here in the top of the ninth with 3 runs. Runners on first and second, and the game-winning run, technically, the go-ahead run is at the plate. Though, this guy, maybe not the best hitter, but hey, it would be totally Pirates to allow this guy to take the lead. As Ben Rordvet coming to the plate, batting .095, OPS of .297, no homers, and 6 RBIs. Hasn't played since May 27th in the big leagues. Holderman sets. Looks back at second. Kicks and deals. That is in there for a called strike. Burnt toast is good, at least with butter. It is. 0-1 count. Pirates clinging to a 5-3 lead. The Dodgers with 3 runs in this inning. Here's the 0-1. That is in there for a called strike on the outside corner. Just getting a piece of that outside corner. Really good pitch. 0-2 count, and Rordvet is going to ask for time as the Pirates faithful come to their feet here in Pittsburgh, looking for the sweep of the Dodgers, looking back at second. 0-2. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Breaking ball in the dirt. He struck him out. Raise the Jolly Roger. The Pirates sweep the Dodgers. 5-3 is your final. The Dodgers drop to 78-62 on the season. The Pirates moving up 64-77. It's nice for them to start getting wins when the season is over for the Pirates. Isn't that something? Oh, we're already out. Well, I guess we'll start winning. Where was this in May? Where was this in April? It doesn't matter. Pirates with 5 runs, 9 hits. Of course, again, a really good game. The Dodgers, 3 runs on 8 hits and an error. Tampa does not like it. Tampa not a fan of the final result. Again, I appreciate you guys for tuning on in. It really is awesome. It really was awesome. Again, make sure, of course, to leave a like and, of course, subscribe to the channel. And again, I'm a Pittsburgh guy, and this is for the Dodgers fans here. I will be covering the postseason. So, again, if you need a play-by-play guy to listen to, let's just say you're at work or, you can't watch the game while the Dodgers are on, I got you. I will be covering as many postseason games as I possibly can. So, definitely subscribe to the channel. And, of course, if you're a Pirates fan here that has not subscribed yet, well, you know what? I guess it's a little personal at this point because, again, I've been here since the Marlins opening day fiasco. And, of course, I cover more Pirates than any other baseball team. So definitely subscribe to the channel. And, of course, I got football happening this weekend. Next baseball game will be Saturday afternoon, Brewers and Pirates. So, again, definitely subscribe to the channel so you can see me on your YouTube feed. That way you don't have to search it up, Brewers, Pirates. I'll be having it right here from the comfort of my own channel. So, again, I appreciate it all. Again, it was nice meeting some of you guys for the first time. Tampa. I do apologize if I've seen you before, but this is the first time I remember specifically interacting with you. Jeffrey, again, nice meeting you as well. And again, everyone else, I appreciate it. Equations me, I'm very sorry about not getting the dub, but and of course Eddie, yeah, appreciate it. Appreciate you guys again for tuning on in. I guess I will call a little bit of the Eagles, and if it was going to be close, it was like a 60%er. I guess I would have passed it over to Rising Rhino. But I guess I will go ahead and call a little bit if I can find the YouTube TV. That's what I have. I pay all that money. I don't really watch much TV other than for sports. Great job. Again, thank you very much. Thank you, Dr. Lay. Everyone have a super good night. Paul Skeens will. Yes, I hope so, Eddie. I hope so. Again, thank you, Eddie, for stopping on by. Again, I'll be calling a little bit of the Cowboys, Eagles. Of course, you guys are more than welcome to go and watch it. I mean, it's football's back. I totally understand. So, but yeah, again, definitely subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. So I'm about to go and call the remainder of the first half. Cowboys and Eagles. It's 14-14 in Philadelphia. I can't tell who has the ball. It is Cowboys ball, and I'll go ahead and change the scoreboard. So again, I'm just calling till the end of the first half, then I'll send you guys elsewhere because I kind of want to watch the game and enjoy it as a fan. But again, you guys want me to call it, I'm honored. I'll definitely do it. And again, I'm still warming up. It was a rough showing last time when I was calling football. Of course, went really well for me for the high school. Yeah, that's just much better whenever I can see like I'm actually there in person. You can call it way better. Calling the game, yeah, I'll call until the first half. And again, guys, next broadcast will be Saturday for college football. Then again, baseball will be Saturday afternoon, Brewers, Pirates. All right, so the Cowboys are at midfield, 1st and 10. Under center is Prescott. I don't really know who the running back is, so you have to bear with me. Pickens is down low. Lamb is motioning in. Prescott hands it off. Breaking it. No, and he's going to be tackled in the backfield as Smith is right in his face after the tackle. And Campbell telling him, hey, you can't be doing that. And there is a penalty marker on the field, and I'm imagining this is going to be taunting. Again, just makes a nice play, but then he immediately gets in his face, and that's going to be taunting. Nolan Smith with a stupid penalty. First NFL play I've called, first NFL play that matters for the season. It's a tackle for a loss, but a 15-yard penalty as he immediately gets in his face after the play. That was dumb. That was Miles Sanders on the carry, former Eagle. Just stupid. All right, that will be at the 35 of Philly. 1st and 10, under center is Prescott. Prescott, play action, looking, moving, facing heavy pressure, breaking a sack, breaking another sack. He's moving to us. Now he's going to take off and run at the 35, going to slide at the 32. A couple of Eagles had him, but Prescott able to evade the pressure, break away, looking like Ben Roethlisberger in his prime, and tucking and running for a gain of 3. And that was a very nice play, shredding off Jordan Davis, evading the other linebacker there, and taking off at 2nd and 7 for the Cowboys. You have to stay through halftime. I don't know about that. I'm not really trying to get rated out here by Grossi. If I get rated out by Grossi, a perfect opportunity would be Packers-Lions. As Prescott is in the shotgun, hands it off, cuts up inside at the 30, and brought down at the 28. That was Turpin on the run, normally a receiver, but I guess they're using him more as a gadget player. Yeah, Trisk, this would be very unfortunate to have my raid go to this one. Not necessarily what I want, because I don't want to call this game. I really don't. Or at least to the end. All right, 3rd and 2 in the shotgun is Prescott. 2 receivers to the right, 1 receiver to the left. Prescott, again, in the shotgun, awaiting the snap. Back to pass. No, he's going to hand it off the middle, and he's going to get it. And that was Javonte Williams with a gain of 4 up the middle. And that's a brand new set of downs for the Cowboys. As, again, the Cowboys, I had them as a 10-point underdog, bare minimum. But the Cowboys, they are hanging in there and maybe taking the lead just before half. 1st and 10 at the 23 in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Prescott changing the play as the clock is at 3 minutes and counting. In the shotgun. Prescott drops back, throws. It's going to be caught by Lamb at the 15, and he's tackled immediately. Blankenship saying it's an incomplete pass, and the refs are buying it. Incomplete. I guess Lamb couldn't hold on. Oh, yeah, that was a flat-out drop. So 2nd and 10 coming up for the Cowboys at the 23. Again, 2:49 left to go in the first half. Hey, folks, picked the Lions on the road versus Green Bay. Picked the Packers. I picked the Cowboys to cover. Did I pick the Cowboys to cover? I can't remember. In the shotgun. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Prescott drops back, looking, fires. It's going to be batted, and it is incomplete. It was batted right back to the defensive lineman, but Young, the defensive lineman for the Eagles, could not make the catch. Actually, I don't know. I'm trying to think. Did I pick the cover? Let's see here, because I did the spread as well. picked the Eagles to win straight up, but I don't know. Anyway, right now it's 3rd and 10. Ball at the 23 in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Prescott drops back, looking, fires to the end zone. It is incomplete. A lot of contact, but it was very uncatchable as Pickens almost grabbed Mitchell there, and but nothing happened in there. Again, Pickens, it's only a matter of time before he crashes out as a Cowboy, and I thought he might have been picking a fight. I did pick the Eagles minus 6.5. Okay, right now it's not looking good. Helps that Dallas got Carter got ejected. Philly is so dirty, it's unreal. Yeah, I've been told that Philly has been playing pretty dirty tonight, as here is the 3. It is up, and it is good. 41-yard attempt by Brandon Aubrey is successful. The Cowboys lead 17-14 with 2:34 left to go in the first half. They'll be right back. I, of course, will be right here. And, of course, I'd like to welcome all of you guys that are clicking on this, expecting Pirates-Dodgers. Well, I just finished that game. It was a great series for the Pirates as they swept the Dodgers. I'm just calling this until halftime, and then I will send you guys off to someone else, as I'll just enjoy the rest of this game as a fan, or unless the wife wants to do something, because, yeah, it's going to be very busy for me when I'm on here. So I've already told her, like, hey, I'll probably be doing this a lot, so, whenever I do get a chance, we'll try to hang out. But, if she's busy, she's busy. Friday night, I have no idea. Once again, folks, if you haven't done so, if you're staying here, I'm assuming you're probably subscribed because you enjoy the game. I appreciate it. Again, if you haven't done so, make sure, of course, to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Again, I'll be doing this football stuff as well, Saturdays and Sundays. Of course, Saturdays more likely to pick a baseball game as well with the college football game. So, again, plenty of baseball on the channel, so don't think I'm abandoning the baseball crowd. That's not what's going to happen at all. But, yeah, again, plenty of football on Sundays, and the Sunday night games are still to be determined. Of course, with playoff baseball, I will prioritize the baseball game, unless it's a Steelers Sunday night game. Then, of course, the Steelers Sunday night will be definitely, like Steelers-Packers, I believe it's October 20-something. I can't remember, and I believe that's also a day that the World Series could be played. But yeah, definitely excited. A lot of potential here with the channel, and again, I do appreciate you guys for hanging out. Again, we're on commercial break, so if you're wondering what the heck are you talking about, Doctor, bear with me. We're on commercial break. Look at next week's already, kind of see what's happening for the afternoon slate. You guys will vote on Denver, Indy, Carolina, Arizona, and Philly and Kansas City. I might take out Philly. I feel like everyone's going to be covering that game. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. All right, we're coming back to Philadelphia. Again, the Cowboys have just taken a 17-14 lead with 2:34 left in the first half. And I could say that most of us did not expect this result. Defense has been pretty bad so far. You bet 25 on the over, looking good. Trisk, you bet money on the over. What the heck? You have to watch more movies and on my banter will not work. Yeah, well, I'm sorry. I don't watch movies. As that's going to be fielded at 4. Oh, and he fumbles the kickoff. He's at the 10. Cuts inside. Oh, and he's blown up at the 17. That was Shipley with the return, and he just got smacked. Oh, too bad. Who raised me? Who could have made me a movie buff? I don't know. Probably you. And you didn't. Sorry. They're checking, let's see, Hurts, 2 missed tackles forced. I mean, that's, never seen those stats before. All right, 1st and 10 for the Eagles at the 19. In the shotgun, 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Barkley in the backfield, and now it'll be a pistol formation as Barkley moves directly behind him. In the pistol, Hurts hands it off to Barkley. He's trying to break it to the left side. He's going to be met at the 20. Fights forward for about a gain of 4 as he's marked down at the 23. Can't believe you not watched Friday Night Lights. Again, I don't know who would have raised me and could have showed me that movie. Couldn't tell you. It is what it is. You did not bet any money. Okay. Would have been shocked. I mean, it's Texas, by the way. Texas, pretty hard to bet. As that will be the 2-minute warning. Again, the Cowboys leading 17-14 over the Eagles. Eagles 2nd and 6 at the 23 when they come back. I forgot how many stoppages there are in football. Been used to baseball where it's like a minute and a half. And then with football, it's like timeout, timeout, 2-minute warning, timeout. 4th and 15. Oh, the defense going to call timeout anyway because we're not too sure. I don't know. Sometimes I think they do it on purpose. Oh, man. Again, feel free to chat down below when, of course, football. I'm a little bit more worried with football for many reasons. I feel like I'm pretty solid at doing it. Of course, again, I feel like I'm much better at calling it in person. But, I feel like with football, you really need a solid color guy, So, it really helps when there's two people. To one, save the voice, because talking nonstop for 3 hours is tough. But I don't know. Just the banter could be much better if there was another person. So, yeah, it is what it is, though. Again, appreciate you guys for wanting to hear what I have to say about this game. I do appreciate it. But yeah, definitely a shock. Definitely a shocker right now. I do think the Eagles will probably, there's no way, right? The Eagles won't win this one. Looking at the stats for the teams, it's pretty balanced. Eagles, of course, do have the ball, so the number of yards could go up. The penalties appear to be the big issue. 5 penalties, 69 yards. That's a lot. 2 for 22 for the Cowboys. As a child, coming to watch them is maybe not named Moneyball and playing PlayStation. Well, hey, you know what? I had a good time on the PlayStation 2 and PlayStation 3, so those were the days. No sacks in this one, apparently. Wow. Lamb with 3 catches, 76 yards. Thank you for broadcast. Hey, I'll see you next time. Appreciate it. Yeah, thank you for stopping on by, Tampa. Again, yeah, with football, there's just going to be a lot of breaks, so I'm going to have to keep yapping and figure out something to talk about during the commercial, because I don't know, that's the time I really should be saving the voice, but I got to keep it going because I understand, if there's nothing happening, you don't hear anything, you're like, okay, well, I don't leave this guy. I'm going to leave this guy because this guy is boring. As we are returning to Philadelphia, again, it's going to be 2nd and 6 for the Eagles at the 23. In the shotgun, 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Hurts sending a man in motion. That is Devonta Smith. Hurts drops back, looking to his left, moving to his left. Scrambling, heavy pressure, throws, and it's going to be out of bounds. Incomplete, just trying to get rid of it. And it's 3rd and 6 coming up for the Eagles. This could be pretty tough. Again, the Cowboys able to stop him here would be able to have another shot. And this would be pretty brutal for me. I live in Texas, so I have to deal with the Cowboys fans. I'll have to deal with them tomorrow if they win. 3rd and 6 for the Eagles. In the shotgun, 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Hurts sending Brown in motion. Hurts drops back. Looking over. It's going to be throwing down the middle of the field. It is caught at the 35. Brought down at the 27. What a throw. What a play. That was Jahan Dotson, the former Nittany Lion from Penn State. Shredding the defense. Is that a 50-yard play? And just like that, the Eagles all of a sudden look alive, full of energy in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Hurts drops back, looking. He's going to dump it off to Barkley. And Barkley just flat out dropped it. Oh, that was a huge missed opportunity for Barkley, as it'll be 2nd and 10 coming up. A guy that might be able to do color or play-by-play. You're not doing play-by-play. Play-by-play is what I do. But color, possibly. Again, my problem is that there's not much room here. So you might have to sit in a really small chair, Trisk. I don't know. 2nd and 10 at the 26 in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Hurts drops back, looking to his left. Now throws over the Barkley. It's caught at the 25, trips, 20, and pushed out of bounds at the 18. Barkley, another guy from Penn State. A lot of Penn State guys on the Eagles, at least those two. 3rd and 2 coming up for the Eagles. 1 minute, 9 seconds. You can do color. You just play by play. That is my thing. I can't do color. I literally don't know what to say for color. So Trisk, you can be the color guy though. I won't stop you. 3rd and 2. Literally gotten arguments at work about that, about color and play by play. In the shotgun, empty set, trips to the left, 2 to the right. Hurts drops back, looking to his left. It's going to fire, and it's going to be caught by Barkley. It's a great catch at the 15. That ball was sailing out of bounds, but Barkley with a nice leap, able to secure it and get us a brand new set of downs for the Eagles. Pittsburgh, a big fan of Penn State. Matt Eberflus, the defensive coordinator for the Cowboys, after an unsuccessful stint as the Bears head coach. Once again in the shotgun, trips to the right, 1 receiver to the left. Hurts in the shotgun. Hurts drops back. Looking, stepping up, moving to his right, and he's going to tuck and run, and he's going to run out of bounds at the 10 as Clark. And the Eagles fans are looking for a flag in. Hurts kind of gently nudged into a guy on the sideline, but there was no flag. Yeah, there's really no flag there. Again, that was more just Hurts trying to... He was gently nudged, but Hurts was just kind of falling there for the show. So 2nd and 5 coming up for the Eagles at the 10. In the shotgun, 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Hurts hands it up the middle to Barkley. Barkley with a burst of speed, powering forward. He's in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia Eagles. And the Eagles have taken a 20-17 lead with 51 seconds left in the first half. Trisk, I understand. I'm not about to argue with you on air about this. I've already made my decision. I'll have you as a color guy, but he can't be a play-by-play. As Barkley, again, just powering up the middle, using a burst of speed, and then is just trucking the Cowboys. So again, 20-17, pending the extra point. I honestly forgot who the kicker is for the Eagles. The extra point. Snap, hold, kick. It is up, and it is right down the middle. Philadelphia just going right down the field. Looking a little bit scary at the beginning, but a huge 50-yard play to Dotson got things going for the Eagles. 21-17 here in Philadelphia with 51 seconds left to go in the first half. So another stoppage there. Of course, I've just realized it's only been about an hour or so. So, yeah, maybe trying to hopefully just... Oh, Jake Elliott, that's right. Just trying to stop the clock, make the runtime go a little bit more so they can get the commercials in. That's the conspiracy in me talking. Let's see. Well, I can check over the stats. I haven't really been able to do that. Prescott, 7 for 11, 98 yards. No touchdowns, no picks. Hurts, 9 for 11, 93 yards. No touchdowns, no picks. Running the ball, Javonte Williams for the Cowboys, 9 carries, 38 yards, 2 touchdowns. For the Eagles, Barkley, 10 for 49 and a touchdown. And Hurts with 6 carries, 48 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Receiving, CeeDee Lamb, 3 for 76. Pickens, 1 catch for 6 yards. So all of us Steelers fans laughing. We kind of told you, Pickens, you're an idiot. Let's see, the receiving. Again, the Eagles, Dotson with that huge catch there on that drive. One catch, 51 yards. Goddard, 4 for 24. Not really much happening here. Most of it on the ground by the Eagles. Of course, the 3 catches by CD for the Cowboys. No sacks, no nothing. Again, all I know about the ejections. Who on the Pirates? The Pirates did, Kenneth. Yeah, the Pirates. It got a little scary at the end there. Dodgers making a nice comeback, but Pirates were able to hold on in that one. So, again, appreciate you guys for sticking with me. And I know this wasn't what was advertised, but hey, just warming up, I guess, for the NFL this Sunday. Again, I'll be doing Steelers Jets. So, again, if you're a Pittsburgh fan, hey, and you don't know, you can listen to the game or, just want another commentator, I'll be here. And, of course, I'll be doing Packers and Lions right after that one because that one was voted on by you guys, the subscribers. And then Saturday, again, Pirates, Brewers, and then Liberty and Jacksonville State. Yes, I know. But definitely an odd one to choose, but I have to choose it because that's the only way I have a chance at competing against the illegal live streams. It's crazy. All right, we're back in Philadelphia again. The Eagles up 21-17 as there is the kickoff. Bounces at the 10. Oh, and Turpin has some trouble. He's at the 2. He's at the 5. Cuts inside, spinning around 10, and swallowed up at the 11. So back-to-back kickoff returns that I've seen by the Eagles and Cowboys. The returner having trouble with it. So they will start the drive at the 12. Very favorable spot, or at least that's what they're saying here on ESPN.com. And again, the Cowboys, I think it's a shock to all of us that they're even in this game. But yeah, I mean, maybe they can drive down the field, maybe get a field goal. I don't know. In the shotgun is Prescott. 2 receivers to the left, 2 receivers to the right. Prescott drops back, looking, fires, and it's going to be batted, incomplete, but there's a flag as Lamb, pretty happy about the result. Bennett, the defender of the corner for the Eagles, was just all over him, and there it is. It's a spot foul. That's an automatic first down. Bedtime here. Yeah, no, hey, you have a good one, Pittsburgh. Thank you again. Appreciate it. Appreciate it, Pittsburgh. I'll see you most likely Saturday afternoon, so I appreciate it. Too many flags in the first half, yeah. 6 penalties for the Eagles. 1st and 10 at the 21 in the shotgun. Prescott drops back. Looking, steps up, is going to dump it off. It's caught at the 25 and going to be brought down at the 26. And there's another penalty marker as, again, Kenneth right there on the money with the flags. Personal foul, roughing the passer. Oh, and that's huge. That's going to give the Cowboys another 15 yards. As let's go ahead and look at the so Smith right there on the face of Prescott. Again, I disagree really with that rule, but that is indeed the rules. It's stupid. That's the way it is. Wonder if Turpin is related to Metropolis Cop Dan Turpin. Yeah, that is a great Superman episode. I regret not showing Versi the Superman animated series because, that Dan Turpin, he's a legend. 1st and 10 at the 41 in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Cowboys are scrambling, not knowing what's happening, changing the play. Prescott drops back, steps up, fires. It's going to be caught at the 45. And he could not get out of bounds, and that's going to be a timeout by the Cowboys. With 27 seconds left, it's going to be 2nd and 6 coming up for the Cowboys. I don't know if it's going to be a long timeout or not. Hopefully it's not. So, again, a lot of, I would say this is a shocker. Just a 4-point game, high-scoring game. So, again, if you pick the over, you're probably going to do well. And again, the Cowboys usually Thursday night or Sunday night, they're going to be on prime time to start the season every season. That's just the way it is. And again, if you're tuning in for the Pirates-Dodgers, well, that game's been over now for about 20 minutes. The Pirates did defeat the Dodgers in that one. I believe it was 5-3. I called the game and I can't remember the score. I know it's terrible, but I believe it was 5-3. And it was a good one. Prescott in the shotgun, trips to the left, one receiver to the right. Prescott, play action, drops back, steps up's going to check it down. It's caught by Tolbert. Tolbert's going to run out of bounds after only about a yard. So not really a great play there. 3rd and 5 for the Cowboys. Yeah, again, I don't really have anything to add as far as color. So that's where the problem is. For high school, I'd say that, then the color guy comes right in there and just delivers some more information. It is what it is. 3rd and 5 for the Cowboys in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Prescott drops back, fires. It is caught at the 45. Pickens with a little bit of a juggle. And the clock is still running. What in the world is going on? And I don't know. I think this might have been a botched. And Schottenheimer's pleading his case that they were trying to get a timeout. A lot of time trickled. Okay, so they're going to give him 15 seconds. They're going to add 7 seconds here, and the Eagles fans do not like it. Schottenheimer apparently was pleading that, hey, I've been calling timeout since the play ended. And yeah, no, a lot of time trickled off there. And I was confused on what in the world happened. So again, this will be interesting. That was their last timeout, so they're going to have to keep it to the sidelines. And I'm assuming the Eagles are now going to talk it over because, oh yeah, we've never been in this situation. That's just something that always has annoyed me with timeouts. Like, I feel like take timeouts just to take them. Like, okay, guys, they don't have any timeouts. So, obviously, they're going to try into the sidelines. Oh, I didn't know that, coach. I had no idea. Yeah. Anyway, it is what it is. Sean, how's it going? You just missed a great baseball game. Pirates over the Dodgers, sweeping the Dodgers to get the win and the season series. Calling the last 15 seconds of this one. Prescott drops back, fires over the middle. It's caught at the 35. They're going to have to hustle. They're going to have to hustle here. 7, 6, 5, 4, and they're able to stop the clock with 3 seconds left. That will bring up Brandon Aubrey, who's not at the plate. He's going to go and try to hit this. What is this? A 53-yard field goal. And the Eagles are going to call a timeout, anything to extend the half, because icing the kicker definitely works. Great to hear. Yeah, no, it was great. Well, so much for my 30-3. I know, right? It's been something. I'm just a few moments away from exiting this game. Again, I'll be sending you guys elsewhere if you guys want more coverage. I will send you guys somewhere else. Again, appreciate you guys for your support tonight. It was a great stream. Hopefully I got some subscribers. I don't know. I'll be sure to check it after this. That's all right. Aubrey. 53-yard attempt from the right hash. Snap, hold, kick. It is up, and it is good. Oh, man. It's a 1-point game in Philadelphia. As, again, the Eagles barely holding on against the Cowboys. Oh, my goodness. So, again, appreciate you guys for sticking with me. I'm going to be sending you guys elsewhere. If you guys want more YouTube, because I'm going to call it there. I'm going to relax and either hang out with the wife or watch the rest of this game. Really depends on what she's going to do. Let's see. Pirates only have a 3-game lead on the Rockies. This guy. Are you doing any Giants games? I don't know. Well, I'll see. Again, the Giants, they've kind of walked themselves out of the wild card race. Well, no, heck. Well, they're only 4 games back. They're actually ahead of the Reds. Jeez, well, I don't know. No promises, but shoot, I'll try. I at least do it one more time. Shoot. I didn't know that. Okay, well, dang. Jeez. Well, thank you for letting me know, Sean. I will definitely give it a shot. All right, well, that's going to do it again. I will send you guys elsewhere. You guys all have a great rest of your night. Again, thank you very much for your support. Make sure, again, to leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more play-by-play with Dr. Delay. I'll be back Saturday for some college football, and then, of course, some more baseball with the Pirates as they host the Brewers in Game 2 of the series. Y'all have a great